Shorties.
Hi, Shorty.
Fingers crossed, StreamYard's being a little bitch tonight, apparently. Very frustrating when we're professionals here. I'm fucking professional.
She's a fucking professional. No goddamn it.
Miss Shorty, you're muted. Miss Shorty, you're muted.
God, yes.
Endearing, it's iconic. Cheese breaks, fade breaks, staying hydrated. It's Shorty time. She's a fucking delight. Trial watching, trials and tribulations. It's Camp Shorty calling all nations. What are you drinking? Shall we skip this part? Left or right-handed? Shit, she slid it to the start. She's a fucking professional. Yo, goddammit. You're muted, what? Daring, it's iconic. Cheese breaks, fade breaks, staying hydrated. It's Shorty time. She's a fucking delight. Psychology corner. Let's learn about stuff. New Miss Shorty music. Calling their bluff. Best chat, best community. We've got the best minds. A safe, supportive sanctuary full of fun and love. Rock out with your cats down. Curse all you want. And here at Camp Shorty, we even say God. She's a fucking professional. Yo, goddammit. You're muted, what? And daring, it's iconic. Cheese breaks, fade breaks, staying hydrated. It's Shorty time. She's a fucking delight. Hey, Shorties, what's doing, y'all? Get in here, Shorties. Let's fucking go. Camp Shorty. Camp Shorty. Camp Shorty. Camp Shorty.
Hi! I forgot to put myself on the stage. Hi, Shorties. It's like, hi, good to see you. I did it again. Hi, Shorties. I literally forgot to put myself on the stage. Hi, Shorties. Hi, good to see you. Sorry, in my brain I thought we pushed it back by 1 hour and 15, but it was 1 hour and 10. So extra late today. Could be an all-time record. Pigs ears for the friends. Got my green screen going on. Can't see a thing. Haven't even cleaned my glasses. It's been a morning. Hi, everybody. Wait. They'll do for now. One will have to clean them further so that one doesn't have smears. Princey, hi. Good to see you. Cool background. Thanks, babe. It was made for the true crime pre-records. Yeah. Anyway, new background. Who this? I see Misadventurous Book Mouse, aka Bookie, in the house. Simmy's here. Ms. What the Fuck's here. I see Lainey, Cheryl. Lovely. Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. My scrolling is just terrible. Lainey says, I'm here, done with my early gig today, so I'm happy I'm totally free tonight. Kevin is going to see Judas Priest tonight with a buddy, so it's just me and Beatty hanging out at Camp Shorty tonight. Amazing. So he's not going to come home and steal you away for movie night? Fingers crossed. Happy to have you here for the whole night, even though we're always privileged. We feel very blessed that you spend your breaks in between sets at your gigs. So. Yes. Now, our Rachel's here too. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to hit the like. Replay crew, hi. Thanks for catching up on replay. If you would like to watch the live chat replay on your handheld device, your very legitimate Android, nothing sus at all about it. Your iPhone, those serial killers with iPhones, I'm not sure. Your tablet, all you need to do is go to that comment tab and swipe left on the little couple of dots up the top right-hand corner. It will give you the option to watch the live chat replay as well as leaving a comment. Comments and interaction, engagement really help the channel get into the algorithm. So does the hype button. Now, let's just take a moment before we get into court because we have a big night of court. Hype button. I knew the hype button thing was only on your first like when you hit the like. So if you've hit the like, and thank you that you do, hit the like when you're in the live chat, it won't let you hype it when you go back. Miss Stephanie blah blah blah, my wife, did an experiment. Hi, Hope, good to see you. Did an experiment on in the last little day or two where she went and we don't know how this affects the algorithm, but I don't think it does. She unliked something she'd already liked and hit like again, and it gave her the option to hype. Hyping gives, I think you get 3 hypes a week. So love you to, I don't know whether that's per channel or in total. Love you to hype it. I don't know if, anyway, that. Don't forget the hype. I'm just saying. What? I almost sent many sentences of me talking to my dog, voice to text. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. That's so funny. I sometimes do that when I'm multitasking, not talking to my dog necessarily, but if I'm in the middle of sending a text, WhatsApp, when I'm at work, when I used to have a job, and then I pull my phone back out of my pocket and it's voice to text at every ludicrous thing I've said regarding traffic control. Too funny. Hey, so thanks everyone for being here. Timestamp down below for replay crew also. Takes us a little bit of time because it's a mammoth job time stamping a 6-hour stream. We'll see how we go. If everyone's getting tired, we might finish the day of court early and leave it till tomorrow night, but we'll see how we're going. Okay? K. Of course, we'll have some song breaks throughout. I have a feeling there's some new baby shorties. Those clippable moments. Oh, wait. Also, before we get into court, thank you all of you who were in our let's compile a cookbook together stream the other night. It was so much fun. We have a whole bunch of ideas, recipes submitted already, and myself included, a bunch more. I need to type mine out. A bunch more recipes to go into the mix. Lainey, it was so much fun. We will absolutely do it again for a holiday edition, depending on how logistically it works. So holiday fare, Christmas stuff. If you don't say Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever. It was so much fun. Princey said I sent a guacamole recipe. Amazing. So even if you weren't there and you have a special recipe or hack, cooking hack or kitchen hack, send them through. It's missshorty@gmail.com, all one word. It's missshorty@gmail.com. And it will be a buildable cookbook. Thank you, Ms. What the Fuck, down below. It will be a buildable cookbook. So it doesn't mean that there's a deadline. Well, we have got a deadline. It's next Wednesday. Yes, the 1st of October. For recipes, I can't even remember. It was a blur. But so if everyone could get them in by the 1st, that'd be amazing. Recipes. But I think it's going to be a Google Docs link, clickable, so that you can access. We don't quite know logistically how it's going to be. It's groundbreaking stuff. At Camp Shorty, we always forge ahead through uncharted territories. You know that. We have we're in the process, we Mod Squad are in the process of whittling down all the amazing suggestions as to what we should call this cookbook. We'll put out the top 4 that the mods vote on, the top 4 in a poll on YouTube. And y'all can vote on the favorite. It'll be what it is. We're working on it. Yeah. So I'm not gonna influence the jury pool. I am not gonna witness, intimidate you, and tell you what I hope will be the cookbook name, because that would be objection relevance. Objection relevance. Objection boomer. I am a Gen X boomer and I'm proud of it. Proud of it. Anyway, I'm not going to influence you. And Miss What the Fuck says, shut up, Shorty. Do not say it. I won't. Sometimes I can stop myself. Okay, day 3. Here we go. So, day 3, if you've missed out on the first 2 days, there actually is a playlist now. I don't think I've added these 2 this weekend, Camp Shorties, to the playlist. But day 1, opening statements. Oh, look how tiny I am. And day 2 are there in the playlist. This is day 3. We love... Whoa, now I'm a circle. Huh. We love Judge Jennifer Doro. We're not the biggest fans of Kukla and Galvanese. We love the court reporter. Ms. What the Fuck's down the bottom there as Madam Court Reporter. I hope she's got her glasses on today, right? Let's go. I haven't queued anything up. Are we surprised? No. Look, just be grateful I'm out of my pajamas. Why am I lagging? Ooh. Am I lagging for you guys?
You look fine.
See, when I do that here on my end, I'm like all Matrix.
You look fine to me.
Oh, good. It must just be something weird on my end. It was disconcerting when I caught myself. It's like being on Publicly Buzzed when he uses, I think it's OBS, and it's out of sync what you're doing. Freaky. Hope it writes itself. Okay, it's bad enough with seeing myself, let alone. Okay, come on. Here. Oh, is it silent? Yeah, it's no volume. So where are we? This is a medical examiner, right? We're up to cross-examination. Thanks. TLDR. I have a feeling this is cross. We shall see. I'll put closed caption. Good God.
And then we'll make sure we all hear you.
She hasn't got her glasses on today. Damn it. Wow, is that lagging for you? I know what it might be. I've got Grok. Oh my God, I love Grok so much. Let me get rid of a few tabs and see if that helps.
Thank you.
I haven't got many open. Yikes.
When you're deciding on a cause and manner of death, you said that you take.
Oh, good God, it's Kukla. What am I doing here? Did I miss a bit? Poppy, please. Let me go back a bit. I have a feeling like there might have just been... There we go. Oh, enter. Spacebar. Poppy, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I wanted to advise you that attorneys Kukler and Galaviz are being assisted today by attorney Brad Nareski. If you want to just stand up and wave so that you know who that is. And
wow, it's so
Doctor, if you would please stand. It is day 2 of your testimony, so I'm going to have you resworn. Madam Clerk.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth and the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Please have a seat. And then Attorney Kukler, you may start your cross.
Thank you.
okay.
You said yesterday that you had a deputy medical examiner who went to the scene for your eyes and your ears. Is that right?
Poppy,
Yes,
I'm not
And she
working
doesn't work for you any longer.
correct.
today.
You also indicated that you have 2.5 pathologists.
Oops, I
working
forgot to
at
share it
your
out on
office.
Twitch.
2 and a little less than a half.
Was that the same in 2018?
2018. No, 3 full time.
Attorney Kukler, if you'd like to have the lapel mic, I'll give you some more freedom then. And then we'll make sure we all hear you.
Hi, Christy. It's good to see you. I feel that in my bones.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I'm so sorry that's happening in your household. That's tough. Autistic burnout is a bitch.
When you're deciding on a cause and manner of death, you said that you take everything into consideration.
Everything that I have available, yes.
And that included in this case, things that were observed at the scene.
True.
Take the speed.
Police
It feels,
report.
sounds like normal
True.
speed, huh?
You also looked at
Jeez
Lynn
Louise,
herself,
Shorty.
her body.
Absolutely.
You made observations of the outside of her body.
Yes.
You told us about that yesterday.
Yes.
Things that you saw on her that you thought looked a little funny.
Yes.
And then you ultimately did an autopsy where you looked at the inside of her body.
That's right.
And you also had
Oh, amen.
labs run.
Yes.
More
And that's
potatoes.
standard.
Yes.
So did you, and you only use NMS labs here.
Yes.
You sent blood samples and stomach contents
Yes.
to that lab.
Yes.
Did you send it initially with any particular instructions on what to run or just the standard?
I did have particular instructions because I know, as I recall, and it would be listed on the report, baclofen would not be part of the usual screen. So besides asking for their expanded screen, I said specifically look for baclofen. There might be other examples like that. I would have to look at the report.
Did you go through every one of the medications that you knew were at Lynn's home and ask that all of those be checked on the when they did their labs?
I did not ask for an Nexium level, for
Okay.
example.
And you had all the pill bottles from Lynn's home. You had those in your possession.
Yes.
Did you bring those with you so we can see them?
No, and I'm sorry because there are in my office. I did retrieve them in case we needed them in court, so we could get them pretty fast if you wanted.
Okay.
Baclofen. I like
And we
that
can
word.
because your office is
Cool word.
really like kitty corner from here, right?
Correct.
The way this courthouse is set up is we're on this floor, we're under some construction, right?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
if that wall wasn't closed off
Yeah.
outside of this courtroom, you just walk down the hallway and you'd be at the district attorney's
Papa.
office.
Hi, good to see you.
Uh,
Well-
the DA's office is connected usually if there was no.
Pause. Everything is very laggy here. It's very much like my state of mind at the moment. Chopper, hi. Do you guys want spoilers? I've watched this trial. I know Simi Sharp and Hope Ain't Fear. I think Christy have watched this trial previously at the time. But and we've all been giving spoilers, so you can spoil that shit if you like. Spoil away. It's almost like trigger warnings. I think most of this trial. So yes. But hi, welcome. Good to see you. Go for it,
Construction
Rolls.
to this
Is what the fuck.
building. Yes.
And it's still in this building, the district attorney's office, true? It's in the courthouse.
Okay. Yes, the administration building, the court tower, and the courthouse are all connected. I think facilities calls them separate buildings, but they're all connected.
And then if you go out behind you, where you are sitting, if we went out of the building on that side, there's a parking lot, true?
Sure. Mhm.
And on the jury side of that parking lot, that's the sheriff's department.
I'm not sure about the jury side part, but the sheriff's department is in another building near the parking lot. So I'd agree with that.
Okay, so we have a parking lot in back, and on the north side of the parking lot is the courthouse, and on, I think do I have that right, is the north side of the
Yes,
lot?
yes.
Okay, and then,
Pause. Promise me you all are not seeing glitchy, laggy, like every third frame on screen, or me. If you are, I don't know what I can do about it, but I've got hectic, and I've only got 1, 2, 3 tabs open. It's wild. Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing on my other screen watching it. So I was
On
gonna
the YouTube screen, what can you see?
on my YouTube screen. That's what I'm seeing is the jerkiness. So I was wondering if you wanted me to try pulling it up on mine, but is anybody else seeing that?
Yeah. We'll wait.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing for me to see myself glitchy, but if
Right.
you all are getting the weird shit going on from your end, yeah. Do you want to try that? I don't hate inflicting 6 hours of pause. Miss what the fuck? Pause. Can you please pause? But that's
good.
better than glitchy shit. Hang on. Let me stop sharing screen, and we'll try it that. Because if you're seeing it on your tube side, then I think that's pretty clear.
I'm getting into the playlist right now.
Chopper, same. This was, I think, I watched Charlie Adelson trial, and this is the next trial that I watched, and I watched it on court TV. I don't recall being in chat. I just watched the trial. maybe it was 2 years ago. We'll see. I can't remember. Yeah, Hope says she's seeing it too. So yeah, I don't know what it is. I've had, God knows, there's been live streams where I've had 25 tabs open there and 6 here. I have a feeling it might be, I think today is like our Super Bowl. It's called the AFL Grand Final. I have a feeling that everybody's home and using their data today. Everyone, so in my area. So that could be it. So
That makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find your.
I'm on 1625 is where I'm at on the timestamp of Court TV.
Okay, I gotta find that playlist or the.
Oh, I don't have a playlist. I haven't made a playlist for this one.
Okay.
I because it's so easy. Just go Jessy Kurczewski. So easy. She says Kurczewski, trial day 3, and boom, Court TV is the first one there. Some of the trials are a little trickier. It's harder to find them. They're deep in the weeds, but this one not so much.
What
Candy, 1625. Hi, Candy. Good to see you. I hope we get to see Timmy today. He'll be around here doing some Timmy shit. Not actually.
Move it over here, and then I will share in just 2 seconds.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Hey, let me play a baby shorty while you're at. You told me there was new ones there.
There's a brand new one.
I shudder to think what this is. But hey, look, she's wearing the same shirt as me. Cool. It's 2 minutes. Give me plenty of time. Joe, I understand that. In my brain, chameleon is not the same as chameleon, because chameleon is what I read in books, and chameleon, I never saw that song written. So I stand by chameleon, and I will continue to stand by chameleon because I can. Look, it's a running joke right here. I can't say shit for shit, and I'm the first one to go, you know what, it's actually pronounced. I understand how obnoxious that is. I do understand how obnoxious that is. I very much appreciate that I am often obnoxious. Woozy, you know it's going to be a clip. Rife, Miss What the Fuck is rife for clippable material when it comes to Camp Shorty. Chamomile. No, I said chamomile, see? Because I never read chamomile. I heard it be said. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm 50. It's very hard. That's what she said. It's hard to break these habits. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine. Yes, I know your game is what the fuck.
Okay.
I mean, there's a little bit of laughing at, and I'm fine with that. I laugh at myself also. If you can't laugh at yourself, then what can you laugh of? And I am a fucking joke, let's be honest. Thank you, Akasha. I feel seen and validated. I love you. I love you very much. Akasha gets me. That's gold, is what the fuck. I love all the additional bits and pieces, makes it even funnier and cuter. Thank you so much. You do so much for us behind the scenes. Thank you. We appreciate you and we love you very much.
Oh, I love you. All right, I got this going. Let me pop it up on the screen now. Here, and then we make it full screen. Which is just so sad that it's right on her face, of course.
Also, we have beautiful Lynn Hernan, the tragic victim. Oh my goodness, she's up there in the top right corner. And if you're a member, if you're in green, you're able to access both the Lynn emote and the Judge Jennifer Darrow emote. That's better. I don't seem to be lagging now either on my end. Perfect.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and.
Sure about the jury side part, but the sheriff's department is in another building near the parking lot.
Thank you.
So I'd agree with that.
Yeah, let us know if that's better.
So we have a parking lot in back, and on the north side of the parking lot is the courthouse, and on, I think do I have that right, is the north side of that lot?
Yes.
Okay, and then on the other side of the parking lot is the sheriff's department.
Correct.
And that's a building you work in.
I'm in that building, correct.
There's only two agencies in that building. That's the sheriff's and the medical examiner.
Right.
You share the same door to come into the building
Yes.
and the same elevator and so on.
Yes.
Okay. So you're part of this whole complex.
Yes.
So you, on the day of Lynn's death, you sent a deputy medical examiner over to the home
Yes.
because you can't go to all the
Is what the
Correct.
fuck is it on normal
But
speed?
you
God help
rely
you.
upon what,
Oh, it was, yes. What do you want it on? Sorry.
Oh, 1.25 min. Good lord. Kukla. What's her name?
Fair.
Cabbage Kukla. Cabbage Kukla. Garbage pail Kukla.
Yeah.
she
Thank you.
notices there to help you make your ultimate conclusions.
That's true.
So would I be correct that you looked at all the photographs she took
Yes.
carefully?
Yes.
And then did you compare them to the photographs that you took?
In the autopsy room,
Right.
I didn't compare them per se. No.
Okay. And you said that the deputy medical examiner has been very carefully trained. True?
Hi, Nick. It's
You're
good to
very
see you.
particular in your office.
True.
You're going to do things very carefully.
We try.
And one of those things is to make sure that the body isn't moved.
Hi, Holly. I
Well,
skipped
it's
you.
kept in the
Hi.
same position so that you can see it when it gets back to your office, the way it was found at the scene as best as possible.
I wouldn't say the body in the same position because transport requires the body to be put on a cot. So if somebody's sitting, they're not sitting when they're transported. But I think I alluded to the fact that the clothing should be as disrupted as minimally as possible. In other words, if the pants are down, they're not pulled up.
So if somebody's sitting in a chair, which
Yes.
Lynn was, right?
Yes.
Lynn was found sitting in a chair.
Yes.
And she was found with some, what looks like medication crushed up on her, a little bit in her mouth and some on her upper chest, right?
That's true.
And then your deputy medical examiner would have had to take that body out of the chair, lay her down, right?
Yes.
Put her in a body bag, true?
True.
Because the picture you showed us yesterday of the jacket and the close-up of the jacket at your office, I think I could see behind Lynn what looked like a body bag.
Yes.
Okay, because that's how they transport the body to you.
Correct.
And obviously the body moves and medication that can be on somebody can move its position. Wouldn't you agree?
That's true.
Because we know that if we have some kind of powder on us, if we change positions, it's gonna move around.
True.
So how it was at your office isn't necessarily exactly representative of how it was at the scene.
Correct.
And I want to show you some of those scene photos.
Okay.
So I want to go through the scene photos and one by one, and some will move through faster and some not. This is already been admitted as our exhibit. Do you know what number? 543. Yes, we're going to publish. And we'll wait to see when the jury puts it up on their screens. It's not on the district attorney's screen, Madam Clerk. I can see. Okay, we're set to go. Well, there's been some disagreement maybe on who took this particular photo, but I see somebody holding it with blue gloves.
Yes.
Would your deputy medical examiner be holding blue or wearing blue gloves probably?
The deputy
What-
medical examiners can wear any type of glove they want. I mean, we have nitrile, we have latex, we have vinyl.
What
So
the fuck? Please. I don't think she was ruled on as suicide, Holly. I think that the investigation in its very early stages, and chat, you can correct me. I believe in its early stages it appeared that way. But I believe in this witness's direct examination, which we watched last Saturday night on day 2. I believe the medical examiner didn't make any determinations in any hurry, and that she very quickly found in the toxicology report the very suspicious levels of tetrahydrozoline. So I think that the law enforcement investigation initially presumed that it may have been a suicide, but there was sus shit that were red flags to them, not least of all Jessy Kurczewski's behavior. So I don't think they had any hard and fast determinations at all. They did what a true investigation should do and wait and see what comes in with all the evidence. So in other words, not what happened in Canton. Thanks, Miss What the Fuck.
And say just by the color of the gloves.
Better question would be, would she be wearing gloves?
I would say yes.
Okay. And page 2, that's how Lynn was found at the scene, right?
Yes.
And you studied this picture before?
Yes.
Can you see to Lynn's left the little table where there's a bottle of what looks like eye drops?
It's a bottle. I don't know what's in the bottle.
Can you compare it with this eye drop and see if this looks like the same, or do you need a closer up picture? Could I please see that?
I wonder if Abby Nikolai is wearing pants today.
We're going to show you same exhibit, page
Yikes.
8.
Yikes.
I see.
You see?
Yes.
So we've gone out and bought what we can see on the table and compared it. May I show you this
Yes.
item?
Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Can you look at the coloring on the front and see if that matches?
It looks like it matches.
Okay. So these are called, they are tears, right?
Yes.
At the bottom it says for dry
Pause,
eye
please,
therapy.
Miss What the
Yes.
Fuck. Sorry, but this Chopper, you and I are on the very same wavelength. Welcome. Thanks for coming into Camp Shorty. This trial goes for longer than this particular trial goes for longer than I had recalled. I think we'll be doing it for a couple more weeks. We might, if I'm seeing, depending on how I'm feeling, we might throw a couple of midweek half days of court in. Maybe we'll see. We can't do whole days of court midweek, but we'll see. But I have a feeling, because I was going to do the Shanda Vander Ark trial before Cardi. It's a very short trial. It's very disturbing, but I think that's what I'm open to suggestions, but I think that's what trial we'll watch next. I kind of it's useful. There's so many trials all the time, and that one was a fucking wow, mind bender. Anyway, carry on. Thanks, Miss What the Fuck. Sorry, medical examiner Linda.
We were minimizing Lynn's eye problems yesterday. In fact, she did have a history of dry eyes
Yes.
and eye pain.
I don't recall the pain. I recall her saying she had dry eyes.
Okay, well, we'll get to that when we get to her medical records. So even though you said yesterday, I thought I heard you say that there were no eye drops found at the scene. I'm being asked a question by the district attorney. Were there eye drops at the scene? You said no. You didn't notice those eye drops, true?
True.
Okay. And nobody at the scene was really going around looking for eye drops because at least if I told you that the people who were first responders at the scene weren't paying attention to eye drops, would that surprise you?
No.
Because when you sent your deputy medical examiner to the scene, you didn't say, look for eye drops.
True.
Okay. 9. Page 9 of the same exhibit. Is that 9? Those are bottles of prescriptions that were at the scene.
Yes.
You've recovered those. You have those in your possession.
I believe so. I mean, I would have to compare the ones in my possession to the photo, but I believe so.
And if we take a break later, maybe you could have somebody bring those over.
Sure.
Okay, that would be great. No, number 9. Oh, Oh, number 8.
Christy, watch our replay crew of the Cardi B trial. We had a good time, it
Then
was
you can see
great
that
fun
it
to be
was
had.
definitely, would appear anyway, that she was smoking. She was a smoker.
True.
And did you look to see whether you could see any lipstick on any of the cigarette butts?
I did not know.
Okay. You talked yesterday, you were asked if there was blood on her mouth, and you said there wasn't blood on her, right?
Correct.
If you, did you notice in the hospital records that she was eating red popsicles? Do you think that that could be dye from red popsicles?
I don't remember that from the hospital records, but it does seem like it looks like food coloring, which may be from red popsicles.
Okay. There's a plate of substance that was at the scene. Have you seen this before?
Yes.
This substance
seen this
wasn't
before.
tested, was it?
No.
We really don't know what it was.
No.
Weird that they didn't test it, right? Weird that they didn't test
Was
it.
it when you said you sent substance in to be tested? Was that just what you found on Lynn's chest area?
Correct.
That's the only loose substance that was tested.
Correct.
And what was on the floor there that wasn't tested?
It was recovered, not the fragments, the pills themselves were recovered.
And you have those pills in your possession?
Yes.
But the fragments on the floor, those weren't tested?
No.
You didn't instruct your deputy medical examiner to gather these substances so they could be tested?
There was no opportunity because I only became aware of the case after Lynn was in my custody. In other words, I had no contact during the investigation at the scene with my staff.
So she didn't call you and ask for advice?
No.
Did she contact any of the two full-time medical examiners for advice? Do you know?
No, not that I know of.
She's pretty independent.
Correct.
It'd be nice to have that substance, but we don't.
We don't.
Is that a closer up view? We're looking at picture 14.
Yes.
You saved those pills?
Yes.
16,
Maybe we should watch Taylor's Your Business next. Yikes.
15. This is picture 15. Do you
You can't be
know what the
doing that.
significance of this
That's
is?
crazy.
Why the
It's
picture of
crazy.
Is
Oh
that
my
a
God.
poop in the toilet?
I can't say that.
Just back 10 seconds. I'm pretty sure Kukla said, is that a poop in the toilet? What? Sorry, my microphone. I moved it to turn my lights down. God, Kukla. Read the room, Cabbage Kukla. Garbage Pail Kukla, living up to her name. Whoa. Buffer. The internet hates us tonight, Miss What the Fuck.
Or it hates Kukler.
Facts.
15. This is picture 15. Do you know what the significance of this is? Why the picture of is that a poop in the toilet?
I can't say that it's just dark because it's the end of, the base of the toilet, or if there's a substance in it. I can't tell.
Looks
My
like there's
stomach
a,
literally just turned over at that. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Like, as in, not this is just not the photo disgusting. The humiliation, the victim blaming and shaming is just reprehensible in this trial. Fuck. Makes me feel sick.
special toilet seat put on top of the regular toilet, doesn't it? If you look above, can't you see the normal toilet seat
Yes.
is up, like a man might put it up, for example?
Yes,
And then there's another seat on top of the toilet, right?
correct.
And you've seen those before for people who have trouble getting down on a toilet. They might have higher seats, right?
That's true.
Is that what that looks like?
It does.
Did you, was there any significance to this photo in your mind?
In terms of being negative, I mean, sometimes my staff look at the toilet to see if there's vomit, urine, or, excrement in it. It seems to be part of their routine
Pause.
examination. So it's
Please. Sorry, that was so bossy. At least this beautiful Linda, oh fuck, I got it last time. Biedrzycki. At least she said excrement. Fuck's sake. Why did Kukla have to say poop? She's so basic. Hi, Christy. Good to see you. Sorry, carry on. But I just thought that was noteworthy, the contrast between Kukla saying poop and the ME saying excrement, because we're professionals here. Hi, Anya. Good to see you.
maybe significance in its lack of showing anything specific.
This picture, which is number 19 of Exhibit 543, is a photograph also taken by your medical assistant, assistant medical examiner, a checkbook ledger, true,
Yes,
indicating that Jessy can always be reached,
yes,
and indicating that it's a mother-daughter
Christy,
between
thank you.
Jenny Flowers and
Yes, thanks,
Jessy Kurczewski, right? You see that?
I see Jenny Flowers, the arrow mother-daughter.
Do you
Christy,
know
you are
because you've been
in.
working on this case that is a mother-daughter?
I am aware.
Right,
Oh.
because you've read the police reports.
Yes,
You know that Jenny is Jesse's mother.
yes.
We'll draw
And then
the
there's
draw
people that are
tomorrow
third and
night,
fourth
okay,
on.
chat? The merch draw will draw tomorrow night. So if you're new here, any gifted memberships, new members, super chats, super stickers, buy me a coffee, Cash App, PayPal, get you in the draw, which is about fortnightly for a Miss Shorty merch top. So it's win-win. And then all my proceeds from the merch store, that mostly is just me buying merch for y'all, goes back into either paying my beautiful mods or buying them new merch, which they all just got. Or Mrs. What the Fucks is still en route, and Princey still hasn't picked anything, but everybody else has just got their most recent little top up of Miss Shorty merch. Anyway, carry on. Thank you, Christy.
There, right?
Yes.
No. 22. And you read this, you've seen this photograph.
Yes.
This was not preserved,
No.
but you can see, you've read it.
Yes.
It appears to have been written by Lynn on 9/26 of 2015, right?
Yes.
And she indicates at the top that she's of sound mind, and then she even signs her signature up there at the top, right?
Yes.
Doesn't it appear to be instructions if she's in the hospital for what people, if she's in the hospital or otherwise incapacitated, for what people should do in her home?
Yes.
Like, for example, if you walk out after night, at night, make sure you have the keypad with you, right?
Yes.
It's a
Give
shock.
information about where the blankets are in my bedroom
Yes.
closet.
Yes.
Leave the TV on for the cats.
Yes.
Don't touch antennas.
Yes.
It's a lot of instructions, and as you go down a little bit further, can we bring that down a little bit? IC 2629281,000, I happen to know to be the Waukesha Memorial Hospital number. Do you know that too?
No.
Okay. It's just because I remember numbers. We can't.
No,
Bring up
it
21.
never happens. Oh, wait, Nico, pause, Miss What the Fuck, pause. It when I gift out, so YouTube gives us 10 memberships a month, small channels gives us 10 memberships a month to gift out, and I had 5 left, and I'm like, I'll gift out the other 5, and it never ever allocates my gifted memberships to actual folks in chat, never. But Nico got one. And also, Arca's Chicken Gun, formerly known as, now KP's soccer account, got one. That's so cool. Beth Hill, Indy, welcome new members. Cool emojis in chat. Wait, did it give out 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beth
Joe
Hill.
McGee.
Yes, Joe McGee. Yes, thank you. Okay, carry on, Kukla. Thanks, Miss What the Fuck.
Wait a minute, Jennifer. Can you see it? Is it close enough for you to be able to see
Yes.
that number?
Yes.
And it does say desk at hospital, right?
Yes.
And they'll connect you with my room.
Yes.
And other instructions were on the next page. What Jessy, or what Lynn wanted done, right? You've gone through all that.
I did read this.
And on picture 23, do you see where it says Keith, Jim, and Corrine, they don't need to come over here? It's over, do you see that by their names?
I'm looking.
You see their names in the middle of the page
Kukla.
with their phone
I
numbers?
see.
Do you look
Yes.
to the left,
I see.
telling them they don't need, telling whoever reads this note, they don't need to come over.
Correct.
Indeed, Christy, chat is bay. Poppy is so eager today. Okay.
Here to show you a few pictures from your autopsy. Judge, a couple of these are going to be graphic.
Thank you for the heads up on that. I
Than
appreciate it.
what we've seen so far.
Wow. Of course she's going to go there. She's vile. Like, I know she's just doing her job, but goddamn Kukla. She delights in it.
These have not been published yet, so I'll need to show them to the witness.
What exhibit number is this?
This is our.
We'll be here
exhibit.
in 2 hours, Christy. We'd love to see you back if the kids calm down. Nick, you always were in the captions competitions. Didn't you win? What are you talking about, sir? It means you're in. If we have it means if you have a if we have a members only live stream, which is very rare, you can come. Christy says motion to speed up 1.5 while the defense is yapping. Strongly agree. One's in the chat if you'd like that. And yes, we'd love to have you back. We're always here on Friday and Saturday nights. Christy, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Ms. What the fuck. Given that Kukla's just given us the heads up that there's some graphic stuff, the cameras won't show them, but I feel like the accompanying testimony will also be quite distressing. So here's a trigger warning just to remind you, to warn you.
Government officials.
So everyone's voting for 1.5 minimum. Lainey's ordered food. Yum.
Alrighty, let's give it a go at 1.5 and see what that sounds like.
I don't know if they've been admitted yet, so
They haven't. Not these.
just give me a second
Good
while I grab
Lord.
my copy. Okay?
Yeah, as always,
5.5?
Judge Jennifer Dorrow has to help Kukla with the tech shit because Kukla's a douche. Christy Marie, hi. She smiled when
haven't
she
seen
said autopsy. Sicko, yes, she.
What's on the screen right now, Judge?
Kukla's
She cannot yet, but we'll publish to the witness.
kind of pond scum.
Just going to show you, before we show the jury, 4 photos that, here's photo 1, photo 2, photo 3, photo 4.
Okay.
Do you recognize those photos?
Yes.
Did you take those photos?
No.
Or someone in your direction took them?
Yes.
When you do an autopsy, you have somebody assisting you,
Correct.
like a technician of some sort,
Yes,
who's taking photographs that you direct.
that's true.
And so that's what these are the photographs though from your autopsy of Lynn Hernan, true?
True.
Okay, so move for admission of 542.
Thank you. Exhibit 542.
What Is Kukla holding the photos as little 5x7s in her hand there? Fuck, man. What's she going to put them on the Elmo? Wow. It feels like she's got them. Anyway, carry on.
Granted.
Okay, so
She
I'm going to
says she
start
didn't
with
have a good sleep
the
last
picture
night.
1 of 542.
What'd you say?
I said Kurczewski didn't have a real good sleep last night. Look, she's looking rougher than she was in yesterday's testimony, which was Saturday night. So it sucks. It sucks to suck, really, Kurczewski, right? Kunchevsky.
That's Lynn's foot, right?
Correct.
And you can see that her toenails are not very well cared for. The cuticles are in pretty rough shape, right?
Kind of a judgment call. I mean, in my work, her toes look pretty average. They're not the kind of toes that I would say these are poorly cared for. So, I mean, it's a judgment call. People can make their own opinions.
Yeah.
Wow.
She has somebody helping her like
Shaming
Jessy.
her toe?
You think Jessy did a pretty good job of polishing those toenails?
They look like they were done a while ago because there's some outgrowth, but she was in the hospital. So, but not bad. No.
Okay, now the next picture is a little graphic, but I would ask for photo 2 to be shown. Now, this is a couple pills that were found undissolved inside of Lynn, right?
Correct.
And is this her stomach?
It is.
Did you save those pills?
I did.
Did you test those pills?
No.
That's photo 3. Is that the same 2 pills?
Correct.
Close up view?
Yes.
They look like they're starting to dissolve.
True.
Some of the coloring is off of it.
Well, they're opened up. Their contents are coming out.
Wow,
what
she's
these are?
showing that to the
They look like
jury.
methamphetamine.
And you've testified at a hearing in this matter previously, right?
Yes,
And that was something that was brought up with you at that hearing, right?
yes.
And you didn't know at that time whether they were.
No, but I did look at the color and the inscription, and they're consistent with nifedipine.
So when we mentioned, you look at the number 30 on it, right?
Yes,
And you could see the 30 on it.
Yes.
You then did some research after the fact.
yes.
And when we mentioned that to you, that was in December, this past December of 2022.
I don't know the day.
It was in 2022 though, correct?
I really don't remember when this occurred.
All right. So after we told you about the number 30, and we thought it was nifedipine, you looked it up and it seems to be.
True.
Photo number 4. Now, this is not inside of Lynn's body, right?
Correct,
These are a picture of 5 pills.
correct.
And these 5 pills were found, you found them in her stomach, right?
No.
3, some you found in her stomach.
Yes.
Tell us which pictures you found, what pills you found where.
The 3 top ones that are orange were in her stomach. You saw 2 of them before, and then I saw another one after the first picture was taken. And the 2 on the bottom that are yellow were found in her colon.
Okay, so she had at least 5 pills in her.
Yes,
And you never tested these pills.
no,
The ones on the bottom,
It's really
have
quite
you been able to
confusing,
identify
like-
them since the last time we met?
no.
Would you agree that those bottom 2 pills look like they've started some sort of process of dissolving?
May I refer to my autopsy report to see how I describe them?
I'm just asking you, if as you look at them now, do they appear to have started to dissolve?
They look changed from the GI tract. Whether they're dissolved or not, I can't say, but I do recall making a comment about them in my autopsy report.
If they're changed, well, so what happens with a pill? You take a pill and then it goes into your stomach. Right?
Yes,
And then it starts to dissolve.
sometimes.
And then does it go into your intestines?
It
And then
may.
into your blood?
Well, yes, eventually, the point of taking the pills is that eventually goes into your blood, but the pathway for digestion depends on the composition of the pill. Extended release pills are made to be released through a longer course through your GI tract, for example, and their outer coating is not made to
that
dissolve in the
plane,
stomach,
lady.
which is why it's not common to find pills in the colon, which is at the end of your GI tract, and they're often only shells of the pills, which means that there's no active product in them. Other pills are designed to completely dissolve in your stomach. I would say most aspirins are, but then you can find other aspirins that have a coating. So it depends on the medication, how it's designed to be absorbed by your system and at what part of the tract over what time course. So I can't agree on something that would cover all those possibilities.
All right. Well, the 2 that are found in the colon,
Yes.
those could be.
Oh, the buffer. It hates us. The internet hates us tonight. Why? Why?
shelves.
Why you
Yes,
do this?
correct.
Ready to be discharged.
It could be.
I have to
Miss, what
admit,
the
I
fuck?
started doing
Sorry.
something in the background. That's my bad.
Do you want
I'm
to, could
almost
you please maybe enlarge, wow, can you please make it bigger? Make the closed captions bigger?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. If I can see.
I mean, Lord knows it's my eyesight is probably the worst eyesight of all of Camp Shorty. However, yeah, if people are on their phone, that's tricky to see. Thank you,
How's
sir.
that?
Yes, beautiful. And then it's less. Then if we have to look at Kukla or Kurczewski, at least there's that distraction of larger font. Thank you, amazing.
Through a bowel movement, right?
True.
Because shells can do that.
True.
All right. So if that was the case, then probably those pills, that whatever active ingredient was in those pills has already been part of the bloodstream.
It could be, yes.
And as to the 3 that are on the top, the nifedipine,
Yes.
now those are a slow acting pill, aren't they?
Oh, I don't know.
You're not a toxicologist.
Well, I don't know this particular preparation. I'm sure there's multiple preparations of nifedipine by different manufacturers.
You don't know whether, would you agree that a nifedipine pill is difficult to crush?
I don't know
You don't really know the makeup of the pills themselves.
the particular compounding or how crushable they are. No, I can't tell you.
All right. Done with that.
We can't unsee that now, Hope.
Yesterday you showed us photos from the autopsy, and you showed a photo of Lynn laying on your table with the autopsy, or with the bag behind her. Do you remember that photo yesterday?
I do.
And then this morning we've shown you a photo from the scene of Lynn, how she was found when your deputy medical examiner got there.
Yes.
What I want to show you now is I put those 2 photos side by side, and I'd like to display them for you so that you can, because you said you didn't have time to compare them. So I'm going to let you compare them now. I've given this a new exhibit number, Your Honor, 585, and that's going to just be a comparison of some photos.
I can see that the photo on the left is exhibit 40. Do you know what number the other one is?
Yes.
Is the,
543, page 4.
and it's a close-up.
It's the close-up.
So I was inspired when she smiles by something.
Oh God, what have oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Save that for profile picture for spooky season, which is just about to start. Holy dooly.
She smiled and it totally changed my opinion of her.
Nightmare shit. Christy says Kugler is now Chucky.
Yes, the Cabbage Patch
Yay!
Kugler is now.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Okay, sorry. Back to what
Spooky
we were
pooky.
Yes. Anyways, that's why we were buffering for a second because that was. Sorry.
You know what? Totally fair. All good. That was worth the buffer.
Okay. All right.
And I would agree that both of those exhibits have already been received.
And now she's your avatar. Goodness gracious. It's a thing of nightmares, is what the fuck.
Before I show you those, I just want to ask one follow-up question about those pills. Did you throw those pills out?
What
Those
pills?
pills that were inside of Jessy?
Yes, they were disposed of.
Lynn.
I'm sorry, that's inside Lynn, yes, of course.
Yes, they were discarded after per our retention policy.
So they're thrown, well, you keep, when a case is open and active, you don't throw things, evidence away as a general rule, do you?
After the case was signed out, our retention
She
policy
looks
is
so
so
like-
cases are signed out within a year.
You signed this case out,
Lady.
and so then you threw those away.
Correct.
But you did save the bottles,
Yes,
even though your retention policy is just a year.
we were late on that. Yes,
What's that?
we were late on throwing those away. Yes.
So because you threw the pills away, then they were never available for defense to test, true?
She's a ghoul. She looks
Now I
like
want
a
to show you
ghoul.
this new exhibit, which we've labeled 585, and we'd like to publish it.
Any objection?
No.
All right, go ahead. So exhibit 585 is received, and then you're publishing it. Thank you.
Sure, I'll get a thumbs up one.
Judge Jenny D telling her how to do a job again. Good God. Thank God for Judge Jenny.
There's a delay, always.
I must.
Okay, thank you. Do you see 585?
Yes.
The picture, as you're looking at it, on your, you see Lynn on your left at the scene? Or on your right?
Correct. On my right.
And on your left is Lynn at your office?
True.
All right. So now you said that yesterday, all this material from the pills was sprinkled all over her. And you showed some things yesterday, for example, Lynn, at your office, you're showing powder or pills right up by her neck, but you don't see that on the scene.
I'm sorry, I don't see it on the scene.
Yeah, on the scene photo.
It's on her upper chest.
Right.
Yes.
And you can see that you know that she had dog tags on.
Yes.
And you can see that the dog tags at the scene, you can't even see the dog tags, right? They're inside of her blouse.
True.
And the chain is coming straight down.
Yes.
But at your office, the chain is across her neck.
Correct.
So it's moved.
Yes.
So the chain obviously is right on top of pill debris, and it moved in the process of moving her body.
True.
Even when it comes to, well, what you said that there was pill debris in her hair.
Yes.
What the people who testified from the scene, including the deputy medical examiner, she's not a doctor though, right?
Correct.
Okay. They didn't see any pills in her hair. Now you'd agree that her position was changed from when she was at the scene in this recliner to when she was taken out of the recliner, put down on was she put on a stretcher probably?
It's called a cot.
A cot. So there's a body bag on the cot,
Yes.
and then she is lifted with the help of a couple people probably, right?
Probably.
She weighed.
Is this
what did she
Kukla's
weigh?
first rodeo?
I would have to look at my report.
She was heavy.
I would have to look at my report.
All right, you don't remember you sit here
No,
today.
no.
And then she was lifted by a couple people and put in the body bag on the cot, right?
Yes.
And then wheeled out to the medical examiner SUV
Yes,
and then loaded in there.
correct.
And then brought to the offices right over here.
Yes,
Was she been brought in through the garage?
yes.
And then transported in the elevator up to your floor?
No, no elevator.
Oh, okay. Do you use the ground floor for your autopsies?
Yes,
So wheeled into the autopsy room,
yes,
put in the refrigerator,
yes.
and taken off of the cot, or was she been left on the cot?
From the cot,
Oh
we
my
transferred
God.
to the autopsy table directly.
What does it? Oh,
Lynn?
Yes,
She was moved from the cot to the autopsy table?
Right.
And then what happened to her body?
and then she
Go
was
to the refrigerator?
correct.
And then she sat in there until you got around to doing the autopsy.
True.
And then that table is wheeled out of the refrigerator,
Yes,
and then you started to work on her.
correct.
right.
We have another exhibit,
What the fuck?
another page of
Kacinko,
this
what are
exhibit.
you doing?
This is a,
Poppy, stop. Stop. You're too much. Too much, girl. Too much painting. Too much love. Objection. Irrelevant. Objection. Boomer.
Still part of 585, just
Yes.
another page. So page 2.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Fuck it. No.
page 2.
I didn't remember saying that.
Should be up in front of the witness momentarily.
So do you have a copy of this multi-page exhibit? Can I just take a look at all the?
Objection relevance.
They're all photos that have been introduced already.
Objection
Sure,
relevance.
here, take it off publish for a second. If you could just show them on your screen. Attorney Nicolai. can look over
Objection.
and just look. How many
Boomer.
pages is it total? Thank you.
Kukla, what are we doing here?
Shorty swing my way. Swing it over here, shorty.
All right. We've shown the 4 photos to the district attorney's office.
Now
Now we're
just
looking,
for the record, so it's clear, will you make sure you tell us, I know it's, from what I saw, it's still page 3 of 543 compared to other photos. Just remind us what those exhibits, I know it's on there, but just remind us.
so now we're going to compare State's Exhibit 41 to Defense Exhibit 543, page 4.
Timmy.
Here we go.
I don't have an objection to exhibit 585.
Thank you.
All right. See again the comparison between the photo from your office on the left and from the scene on the right?
Correct.
By the way, that blue medical device that's on
Rob, I can't see.
Lynn's left
that,
shoulder,
my
that's from when she was in the
I
hospital.
wouldn't
so
know
that
that you were
right-
here. I'd be doing this and I wouldn't look so fabulous because I can't see for shit, man. But thank you. Good to see you, sir. And I can see you like this.
No,
Oh, is that
Exactly.
from the scene?
EMS.
EMS, okay. Now, see how your dog tags are moved at your office, way to the side?
Yes,
So clearly, there's been some manipulation of this area around her chest between when she was found at the scene and arrived at your office. You
yes,
agree?
yes.
Next exhibit, which is going to be 5. It's going to be 14, 42 and 543, page 4 still. The one on the left, you took? The photo
Yeah,
on the left?
What was
for
the
your
pic?
office?
Yes,
At the medical examiner's
And then
office.
Ms. What the Fuck
Right,
sends me
see.
screenshots of me
Um,
peering at the screen, mocking me because I look like a fucking weirdo when I'm like, I'm trying to look like sexy without my glasses on, but it's not sexy looking like this. I know this intuitively and explicitly because I'm told with accompanying receipts of my ridiculous look of squintiness. Maybe I should get contacts, but I don't even have a job, so that's out of the question. Plus, I can't imagine something in my eyeballs. That seems like a lot of irritation. I don't know how people do that. Eey. Have you ever had contacts, Miss What the Fuck?
No, when I was like around that age where I thought about getting them, they didn't make ones that were the right type for my
For your-
eyeballs.
Yeah, your eyeballs. Christy, nobody needs to give Miss What the Fuck any ideas. The only saving grace is potentially the fact that I'm too small and the resolution will be too low, but who knows what Ms. What the Fuck can do with it. If only the screen can be magnified. Yes. If I don't have my second screen on, actually it is bigger. That's what she said. But then I don't have my second screen on. It looks bigger. I still would squint. God damn, I'm 50 years old. Let me wear glasses. Let an old woman be an old woman, please, Bob.
Just leave her alone. She looks fine. She looks lovely with glasses on. Except I totally I slid the bar. I did the slide the bar thing.
You did the shorty thing?
I
haven't
did.
done
I'm
that
trying
for
to find it.
ages. I haven't done you know what? We're professionals here. We're fucking professionals, and it's been a minute.
Trying to figure out
There
where
hasn't
it
even
was.
been many muted. Miss Shorty, we're muted. Christy asks, do they make trifocal vocal? What? Trifocal vocals. Trifocal contact. God.
I don't know. My optometrist was like, "Oh, you can get them now," and I was like, "That sounds like a lot of work."
Particularly when you're mostly just at home, right? Like me. So what do we care? Like,
Yeah.
you should like I've shown you all my home glasses. They're these. They're probably dirty as shit. They're too small for my face. But these are my at-home glasses, and I can see that they're better for reading than these ones. But I cannot see. Not just because they're dirty as fuck. I can't see with them. So we're stuck with this. We're stuck with this.
The chain is across from
Yeah.
now.
I have no idea. It's talking about pills.
Somebody clip that, please. Oh, damn it. What the fuck's never going to clip herself? It's always
No.
going to be me.
I try to get myself out of the clips that I clip of you. I try to mute myself usually when I'm talking, when you're starting to say something funny.
I've noticed because suddenly, not that your background white noisy stuff has diminished to almost nothing, but you know you can tell muted and microphone on still. And I know. Also, when you scoot me over to full screen rather than here, I'm like, oh, obviously I'm doing something hilarious, saying something clippable. I'll roll with it, and then I go into full hammered up for the camera performance mode because y'all, I was made to mask. Even on my worst days, I can still do this shit. Also, today might be one of those days, but here we are. I'm joking. I love you all very much. Thank you for being here. It was apparently I said this last Saturday. I have no recollection. Dissociation is real, y'all. But this, oh gosh, oh gosh, fuck it, no.
You did say it, and I found it.
God, amazing! It's amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna, I guess, push play here and then see. I think this might be where we were. If not, I mean, we'll see.
Well, we'll work it out. We can do the 10-second L button the whole way through till we find it.
Yeah, there you
Yeah. And so clearly the substance is traveling in some fashion.
Yes.
And even at the scene, because you've seen the scene photos, you know that when your deputy medical examiner took her photos, that she pulled the dog tags out of Lynn's blouse to take a picture of them close up.
Yes.
Right. So by pulling those dog tags up and taking a picture close up, that's going to interfere and change the distribution of this powder.
That's true.
Kukla refuting her T-Rex status by putting her arm out towards the camera and having long arms. It's just that
No.
she stands like this.
You didn't go there. You don't really know what she exactly looked like, where powder or pills were. You just rely upon pictures.
I'm relying on the photos.
And you were mainly relying upon the photos that you took at your office.
I actually didn't finish answering your last question. I relied on the photos and the report that my staff wrote, which, you know, I mean, I never just look at the photos. I also listen to what they say because photos can't capture.
Stop it.
I don't know specifically. Yes.
You didn't notice that it seemed straight.
Reminder, we're not laughing at the gravity and the sadness of this case, but
You
it's
see
so
it at your
fucking
office. I mean,
dark. Like, we have to laugh. It's Kukla gives us just too much to work with. Kukla actually gives us more than Fulford. Am I right, chat? One's in the chat if you think Kukla gives us more than Fulford. Two's in the chat if you think Fulford gives us more. Three's in the chat if you think it's a dead tie. Ay. Chat loved it. So Christy thinks Fulford gives us more. Simi, of course, it's 69. Lainey's choking on her. What did you get for dinner? Panora. Pewaukee. Fuck. Christy says 3. It's a tie. Simi says 3. It's a tie. Hope says 3. It's a tie. I mean, maybe Ms. What the Fuck's just got her creative juices, flowing. What did we talk about? I'm not in Cardi B's trial, that highly offensive phrase. Anyway, Kukla gives us a lot. She gives us a lot. She's a gift that keeps on giving. Everybody says 3. Okay. Thank you, Ms. What the Fuck.
The body was jiggled in some fashion.
I guess what I saw at autopsy, I could not conclude one way or another if it was representative of what was at the scene.
On this picture on the right, you can see a little bit of a pill in her mouth.
True.
Right, and you saw that it was still like that when she arrived at your office, there was still a little pill.
That's true.
And we don't know as to powder that's there, whether that just fell out of her mouth. If she had crushed her pills, and taking them, we don't know. You sit there now, what fell out of her mouth?
I would say that's really not from her mouth. I looked inside of her mouth. You can see her tongue. You can see her lips. And the powder isn't wet and it's not stained red and there's no residue in her mouth. So I would say, no, the powder did not come out of her mouth. That's my opinion.
Okay, well, it wouldn't be wet any longer by the time that you all looked at her body.
It would also not be powder if it was mixed with saliva.
Your deputy didn't arrive till 6:10 to the scene. 911 was called at 4:45.
I don't disagree with
passed.
those. Yes, I don't disagree with that.
All right. You said at the previous hearing that the reason you didn't test all the pills that were found inside of her in the colon and in her stomach and have thrown them out since that you didn't test them because they were not dissolved and not part of her blood toxicology. You remember testifying to that?
Yes.
But 2 of them really do look like they were probably dissolved.
Yes.
You were wrong when you said that.
I could have answered that question better. True.
If Lynn was using her fingers from that plate that we saw, the orange plate with the powder, the crushed pills on it, using her fingers or that spoon that you saw the spoon on the floor, right?
Yes.
That's never been tested either, right?
No.
But if she's using her fingers or that spoon to put these crushed pills in her mouth, it could also just spill that way. She's leaning back in a recliner, right?
Yes.
So that doesn't have to be from somebody sprinkling it over her. It could be from Lynn's own attempt to take all these pills, these crushed pills. Imagine if you're using your hands. It's not going to all make it into your mouth.
Did you want her to answer? Because she shook her head, but we didn't hear.
You shook your head, yes. Thank you for the record. Right? If you're using your fingers to put pills in your mouth, they're not going to all make it into your mouth. Somebody's going to fall down.
That could happen.
Okay. Now, when you got your results from the lab, there was THC, tetrahydrozoline, in her stomach,
Yes.
like a teaspoon.
I have no idea about that quantity.
I thought you got a quantity from NMS Labs.
No.
So you don't know how much is in, you don't know?
No.
You're talking about quantities of eye drops. I'm showing you, I'll show the state first, a box of Visine. Let me show you, this is a box of Visine, would you agree?
Yes.
And as I look at the front of it, it says it's a half ounce, 15 ml. Can I show it to you to see
Sure.
if you agree that that's how much is in here?
Oh.
15 ml.
Yes.
So 15 mLs, would that be about 3 teaspoons?
I'm not sure of the conversion. It could
Right.
be. I'm just not sure of a conversion of a teaspoons from mLs.
So you don't know what an ml, 1 ml is in quantity.
Compared to a teaspoon, 15 mLs is half an ounce, for example. How many teaspoons in an ounce?
When you sent the samples from Lynn to NMS Labs, you just asked for a general or an enhanced panel to be done?
Initially, yes.
And then you asked for other labs to be run over the months?
Yes.
You sent request after request to NMS Labs to add additional testing.
Correct.
And looking at the scene, going back on that plate and the powder, I just want to ask you, do you know whether that plate was on her lap when the EMS arrived and they moved it?
I don't know.
You didn't talk to the EMS folks?
No, I did not.
Would it have been important to you to know if that plate was on her stomach or on her chest area and then was moved?
I would like more information rather than less.
First responders or EMS, if a plate is on a chest or on a stomach and they're coming to try to save somebody, they're going to move that plate, true?
Yes, I would say so.
Now, the NMS labs, it came back, you said, with the THC or THZ in it, and that was a little surprising to you.
Correct.
Tetrahydrozoline.
You hadn't seen that before.
No, I haven't.
And that was a decision made by NMS labs to test for the THC. You didn't ask them to test for that.
That's true.
And you've since learned that, is it Sherri Kacinko who works at that lab? Who is
Dr.
it?
Kacinko?
Is that who you were dealing with at that lab?
Yes,
Kacinko's Kacinko?
yes,
First name was Sherri?
yes,
And that's somebody you were talking to over the months about this case, right?
true.
And did you learn that she had a special interest in trying to figure out if people have THC in their system?
She stated she was collecting the data from the labs. Yes,
She had a special interest in it.
yes.
And that's who brought this to your attention.
Brought what to my attention?
THC.
The laboratory panel includes that
Brought
drug
what
as a
to
matter
my
of course.
attention?
It's not a special request, nor did Dr. Kacinko ask that it be done. But when I called her for more information and, you know, the lab's experience with it, which is not uncommon that I would do that, like for other types of novel drugs, she expressed that she was reviewing all the tetrahydrozoline cases in NMS's experience.
So that's true. She was a special interest. She was reviewing them.
Yes,
And NMS keeps a communication history report that you've seen, right?
I don't know if I've seen that.
We requested a copy, we being the defense, we requested a copy of your complete file, right?
Yes,
And you provided it.
yes,
And certain things were included in it, like communications and photographs and medical records, right?
yes,
And your autopsy protocol
yes,
and all the lab reports.
yes.
All right. And speaking of that file that you gave us, yesterday you introduced a bunch of exhibits that were never provided to us when we requested your file. For example, Exhibit 211 with this summary of cases.
Yes,
I didn't see that in that file. I went back and checked.
I created that table for the purpose of this trial.
I see. And was that the same for the 210, this summary of Lynn's medical history?
That's correct.
You prepared this
Yes,
yourself?
yes.
Did you have help with it from the district attorney?
No, and I will say, I didn't do the typing, but I did put the information in a format for my assistant to type. But no, I got no help from the district attorney.
Okay, so you put this together for the purpose of litigation?
Correct,
All right, this isn't something that was in your file.
correct,
That's why I didn't have it.
right.
So did you put this together so that you could explain to this jury Lynn's medical history?
Yes, and also that it would help my own recollection because there were a lot of pages in the medical record and I wanted to make sure as best as possible to be clear and correct.
And you took all of her medical history and summarized it best you could in these 13 pages.
I wouldn't say summarized it, but I focused on, because I focused on certain elements. Summarizing it would be probably a larger document.
And what you decided to do on Exhibit 210 was put in at least the things that you thought were really most relevant.
Yes,
So you did your NMS, you got your NMS lab report. And the report came back. Do we have that? We might just need to. 1 minute, please. We'll look at that.
You're looking at exhibit 35. Would be one of them.
Just gonna switch computers here.
Exhibit 35 is actually the two reports, but it's marked as one.
So we're going to show you what's been admitted as Exhibit 35. And clearly like to display it.
Go ahead.
You last report?
yes,
There have been many of them before that.
this is the fourth.
Right, there have been 3 priors.
Yes,
Plus an in-between report with the results of some pills you found on Lynn.
correct.
So sort of the 5th report.
Okay,
There.
yes,
You see in this report, the second, so we see arsenic at the top. I guess I want to address that. Everyone's got a little bit of arsenic in them, right?
yes,
Okay, that's not of concern. But baclofen, result 1.1.
yes,
And that is,
Oh, goodness gracious.
that's high.
yes,
page 5. I want to go down to page 5. And do you see baclofen in the blood, number 9 there on the
Yes.
reference comments?
Yes,
This is on the NMS lab results. They indicate, what, it's a skeletal muscle relapsant, is that right?
yes.
And I'm going to go to the third paragraph of 9. What is that? Can you read that to the jury,
Yes.
the third paragraph of number 9?
Adverse effects of baclofen overdosage may include vomiting, muscle hypotonia, marked salivation, drowsiness, visual disturbances, coma, respiratory depression, seizures, and death. Toxic blood concentrations are reported to range from 1.1 to 3.5 micrograms per ml. In a fatality attributed to baclofen, postmortem blood and urine concentrations of 17 and 760 micrograms per ml, respectively, were reported.
Okay. So from what you read, toxic concentrations are reported in 1.1 to 3.5. True?
Yes,
Lynn was 1.1.
yes,
She was in the toxic range.
yes.
Side effects of baclofen include things like hallucinations and confusion. Isn't that right?
I don't know.
Is that because you're not a toxicologist?
I just don't know.
Does baclofen have what's a black box warning on a medicine?
It's a specific warning as to adverse effects.
Most prescriptions that we get at the pharmacy don't have black box warnings on them, right?
I don't know the percentage that do and don't.
Does baclofen have a black box warning?
I don't know.
Would you agree that that's when the government demands that a patient be notified that a drug is can be very dangerous?
I don't know.
All right.
She walks funny too.
Also, if we go back up to that first page.
She kind of waddles. I don't know.
Looking
She wearing
at
a
some of the
nappy?
results here.
Diaper?
You see the baclofen, and it's 1.1.
Yes,
You know that on March 7th of 2018, the doctors took Lynn off of baclofen.
I know it was discontinued. I don't recall the date.
And you kept talking about yesterday of things being discontinued, drugs being discontinued.
Correct.
But when you said that, it doesn't mean that a person stopped taking them.
That's true.
A doctor can tell you, I'm discontinuing this drug, meaning I'm not going to refill it for you anymore, right?
Right.
But that doesn't mean that they seize their bottle.
That's
or
true.
bottles.
That's true.
And clearly, Lynn took baclofen,
Yes,
even though it had been discontinued in March.
yes.
And you saw that in the Aurora records that she was discontinued from baclofen.
I don't remember the provider, but I do know that they stopped the baclofen.
March 7th, you had indicated yesterday that that's the day of the discontinuation of baclofen, that she had established care with a Dr. Abdullah.
I'm sorry. I know she established care with Dr. Abdullah. I don't remember what you said before that.
March 7th.
If that's what the record says,
I'm going by your chart.
that's correct then.
Okay. So March 7th, 2018, Lynn established care with Dr. Abdullah, Abdulal. Did I
Okay.
say his name right?
I don't know how he pronounces his name.
Okay. And that's because that's a
Right.
primary care physician
Yes,
at Aurora.
yes,
And the reason she established care with Dr. Abdullah is because her prior primary care physician discharged her because her tox screens or urine screen came up with too many drugs in her system.
she was discharged because the urine drug screen was not consistent with the prescriptions.
So I'm right.
I phrased it, I think, more correctly.
Well, doctors, you're a physician, right?
Yes,
Yesterday you were talking about what physicians think and what they do.
yes,
All right. And physicians, if a person's on drugs, oftentimes they will conduct urine screens to make sure that the levels in a person's urine is what they're supposed to be.
It's
well, it wouldn't be the
really
level because the urine screen is
follow
simply a plus
people.
minus.
like, where are we going? It is really hard to follow her also, like, because there's no, it's kind of meandering and then it backs back on itself, her questioning and like Simi says, like objection, asked and answered, hope. I love that emoji. Yeah, like it's like, can you, Wiz, what the fuck, how much longer does Kukla subject us all to this? We have to watch it, but let's just know what we're aiming for.
It looks like she goes on for
Forever. 84
ever
years.
and ever and ever. My screen's like super tiny, so I'm trying to read it. 131-ish, and then it goes to something. 34, so about another 20-ish minutes.
Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Okay.
And then she comes back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
we
got
can do
this.
it. We can do it. We can do it. We'll do some polls and shit. We'll do some polls to keep our minds off it.
Okay,
Or
you
on
got the
it
polls.
or something. Okay, I will.
So they're screening to see if they're compliant with what they're prescribed and if there's things that they're not prescribed in the screen.
Fair enough. They're looking to see if there's positive results that shouldn't be there.
Correct.
And when there are, they may discharge a patient
They could.
because they're not being compliant with what the doctor has told them to do.
That's true.
They're taking things that they're not supposed to be taking.
Yes.
That's what was the case with Lynn.
That's what the doctor said. Yes.
Well, you don't have any reason to dispute what the doctor said.
I only question the investigation of the urine drug screen because it's a screen.
Well, the doctor discharged her.
Correct.
That new guy looks so like embarrassed. He's just like, good God, what are we doing here?
Yeah, he isn't. He hasn't been there before, has he? It's just been Galvanese and Kukla. Who? What do I?
They introduced him at the beginning. He's the guy that stood up and like waved. The judge was like,
wasn't
stand
watching.
up and wave.
What? Maybe he's going to. Maybe the next witness is his specialty. We'll find out, I guess. What? Maybe he's there to help them with tech stuff because Kukla and Galvanese cannot, and Judge Jenny D shouldn't have to.
That's kind of what I was thinking he was there for, but it hasn't helped so far. So
Facts. All right, carry on. He looks kind of like, hey, let the floor eat me up. Let me be swallowed into the floor.
I also see on this NMS lab report, if we could put it back up again,
Goodness gracious.
that we have positive for alprazolam also. Is that right?
Yes.
Result is 67.
Yes.
Alprazolam is a drug that's used to treat anxiety,
That's true.
and it can cause depression.
I'm not aware if it does or doesn't.
You know that it can cause paranoia,
I don't know.
can cause suicidal ideations.
I don't know.
Do you know that it impairs memory and judgment?
It can.
If you use it with alcohol, you know that it increases a risk of overdose.
That's true.
And there was alcohol in Lynn's stomach.
Yes.
Do you think alprazolam is more dangerous to a person than baclofen?
In general, the class of drugs that alprazolam belongs to, which are benzodiazepines, are not considered as dangerous in isolation, but can cause problems when combined with other drugs. So I think that depending on dosage and blood levels, alprazolam is less likely to cause problems than some other drugs. Did you ask me about baclofen? I don't remember.
I asked you about alprazolam.
Alprazolam, but you didn't compare it to anything. I just
No, I
can't
didn't.
remember. Okay.
I'm going to bring up Exhibit 35, page 4.
That's the same exhibit.
And there it is.
Oh my God. Sorry, me. Oh my God, into myself.
So we can do that. There we go. Is that number 5 on the NMS page here?
Point number 5? Yes,
number
alprazolam.
5.
Yes.
And are we looking at page 4 of the NMS lab?
Yes.
report?
Yes.
This is what they sent you, right?
Correct.
They wanted you to know about these drugs
Yes.
because they're a toxicologist, a toxicology lab? You don't know.
They're a toxicology lab. Why they include this amount of information is their standard procedure. The reasoning I won't speak for.
What is under point 5? What does the last paragraph say?
Reported blood concentrations of alprazolam and alprazolam-related fatalities ranged from 100 to 400 nanograms per ml, with a mean of 200 nanograms per ml. In combination with other central nervous system depressants such as ethyl alcohol, alprazolam can be toxic at low concentrations.
Lynn had alcohol in her stomach.
Yes.
She had alprazolam in her system,
Yes.
in her blood,
Yes.
which means it's already gone through the stomach
Yes.
into the intestines,
I don't know. I mean, it's entered her bloodstream. Yes.
into her bloodstream.
Yes.
Do you know what the cardiovascular effects are of baclofen?
I believe it can cause low blood pressure.
What about nifedipine?
It's given for low blood pressure.
What about cyclobenzapine?
It has, are you asking about the cardiovascular system?
Yeah, I am.
I can't recall.
Which one, Lainey?
Looking at page
Backlist
1
Lainey?
of the exhibit.
Sorry.
Lainey says my mom took that. It was generic Xanax, which we were told, but I don't know which. Xanax is I don't know. There's so many. Kukla's
You know-
rolling off so many of the names of the medication just to flex that she can say them.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I feel personally attacked, frankly.
like,
Alzapram. Here we go. There we go. Thank you.
like Rachel says, that she just needs to call a pharmacist or toxicologist. This is ridiculous to be like trying to put it through the ME like this. Dumb.
Ultimately, she needs to land that plane, ma'am. Maybe she's trying to, maybe she's pulling a lally to unnecessarily muddy the waters with all of this stuff, so the jury's minds and recollection. Is this a jury take notes? I think they are. I don't think there's been. I think there's no jury questions, are there?
No.
We haven't had any. That's for sure. But it feels very much like lally. It feels like a lally tactic. She's lollygagging with bullshit extraneous stuff that is superfluous. It's hyperbole.
Again, these are all the drugs that were found in Miss Hernan, in her blood. Can you go down on that? And in her gastric fluid, right?
Correct.
And then liver tissue.
Correct.
So in her blood was arsenic, which is natural, but baclofen, propinerol,
Yes.
triamterene, aspirin, acetaminophen.
It's not aspirin.
It's like a Tylenol.
Yes.
Alprazolam. What is hydrocodone?
A metabolite of what is hydrocodone? Hydrocodone is a synthetic opioid.
It's an opioid.
Yes.
And tetrahydrozoline, nifedipine, cyclobenzapine. It's a lot of things in her
It's a
system.
running joke.
True.
You must
And
do
these were
this
all in her
stuff.
blood, which means they've already been ingested and made it into the bloodstream.
True.
I know it's hyperbole, but my brain says hyperbole before I say hyperbole. Wait, don't we have a short for this? A clip? A baby shorty? I'm sure there is. There has to be. Where is
There's a
it?
couple now.
Which is the one that says where I say isn't it the Chameleon one?
Yeah.
Let's do it. It's a minute. Chameleon. You say chameleon, right? I say chameleon. I'm autistic. How dare you? How do you say it?
I just say
Okay,
no.
fine. How do I say Aldi? What was the other one that I said to you all lolled? Sadistic. What else? Sham wow. When she says the macrame. How am I supposed to say macrame? Oh my God. How dare you? This is an onslaught of assault. Well, how am I supposed to say it? What do you want me to? I don't know how to say it. I didn't talk to people. I read books. The number of times I say hyperbole instead of hyperbole is not even funny. I thought determined was determined for about 15 years of my life. What else? It's okay. Let's pile on. Pile on, Shorty. Pile on, Shorty. I deserve it. I've been piling on a few of you. Oh, you are so picked on by me. Apologies. Chameleon. I don't want to say chameleon. To me, it's chameleon. You all suck. I love you all so much. Yes. Hyperbole. So when I say hyperbole now, I'm being hilarious.
And all drugs that she was on have various side effects, don't they?
True.
You might not know what they all are, but they have them.
Yes.
And she had this vancomycin in her system. Is that for an infection?
I'm sorry. What are you referring to?
Thought I saw
What? TLDR, she died from tetrahydrozoline poisoning. So we've been through that. Kukla?
A hydrochloride.
I'm not finding it.
Okay, is it next page maybe?
We're not finding it either. We don't understand what Kukla's doing.
Maybe
Cabbage
mistaken
Kukla.
about that particular one. Did she have any medications in her for infection?
Not that was revealed by toxicology,
It has to reach certain levels to be revealed by toxicology.
or the test has to include looking for it.
And were you looking for it?
It was not included in any of the screens.
You didn't ask, even though she was taking it, you didn't ask for it to be tested.
I didn't ask, and I don't know if they can. I mean, they can't test for everything, but I didn't ask.
But you had them test for a lot of things, right?
True.
How much did it cost to have all these lab tests run? How much did you pay NMS
On
Labs?
TikTok.
I didn't
Wait
add it
a
up, but
minute.
I'm sure it was a lot of money.
Pause, Ms. What the fuck? I think the fact that we have a very particular little sense of humor around here. And what's hilarious to us is kind of like, huh? To a lot of people. The baby should, like, it's only, like, I think they're mostly only cute because you all know how cute I am. And it's even cuter to see me being like a lunatic, but in baby form. I don't know. I don't know if that one's on TikTok. I have a couple of baby shorties on TikTok. I'll check. Press play, Miss What the fuck, and I'll find out. They haven't done well.
$20,000?
Oh, no, not that much.
Okay.
For example, the expanded screen on blood is $400 some. So that's the range of, I mean, that just gives an example because I'm familiar with that particular test cost. Every individual test cost, I couldn't tell you.
Okay, so you have to pay for each one of these tests.
Correct.
And you don't know what you paid the lab.
No,
Do you know how many pills, if we look at page 1 on this report, do you know how many pills Lynn would have to take to reach these various levels?
no.
And it's hard to know that because you have to know what the half-life is of a pill, right?
And it's
that
a
would be one
moot
piece of
point
information, yes.
because she died from tetrahydrozoline. Donna Kukla? No, not from those pills. Remember the bottom line, like the findings of the autopsy, the medical examiner's report? Remember that, Kukla? I remember it. It was last Saturday, and I don't remember shit about shit. But shit. Okay.
Pieces of information you have to know.
That's true.
You have to know when they were taken
Correct.
and if they were all taken at once or at different times.
Correct.
You have to know what the half-lives were.
Yes,
And if you don't have that kind of information, it's hard to say.
I would say so.
At least for you, you can't do that, right?
No, I don't. I can't and I don't.
So as we sit here now, you don't know if she ingested all 30 of her baclofen or all 30 of her cyclobenzapines. You don't know.
She just wants to say
I
the drug
would
name.
say that the evidence that she reported side effects from both of those drugs earlier that caused their discontinuation suggests that the 30 she was given at the time, it would be less than that, unless she lied about her side effects, because it looks like she took the pills initially, then had side effects. How many were left? I don't know.
Well, they're in her system. It's in her system.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so whether she was discontinued or not, she didn't listen to the doctor. She took them.
Yes,
All right. And you got medical records for her from ProHealth, right?
Yes.
Which and from Aurora
yes,
and from Advanced Pain Management.
Yes.
That's all I saw.
yes.
But there was indication in the records of her seeing people at Freighter. Did you request Freighter records?
No.
So we don't know who she might have been seeing there or what she was prescribed there.
True.
You showed us yesterday the results of sending these sprinkles to the lab. Remember that?
Yes.
Why did you wait until May 15th of 2019 to send that over to the lab? It's so long.
I don't know. I mean, I can't give you an answer about why I didn't do it earlier. I can't recall my train of thought in that matter.
Had you gotten a few days before that an email from Detective Hoppy in this case, giving you some background information about his investigation?
I did receive an email. I don't remember the time.
And do you remember that there was a situation going on with Jessy that might have required more immediate attention?
I understand that she was involved in some other issue with the sheriff's department.
Okay, is that why you rushed it off to the lab suddenly on that day?
No, I don't think it had anything to do with that.
You were in communication though with Detective Hoppy, right? Aaron Hoppy?
True,
And you said yesterday how you're not part of law enforcement,
true.
but you work very closely with them.
Sometimes.
Because if they would be called out to investigate a potential crime, and if it involved a death, it's probably going to involve your office, right?
That's true.
Okay, so you work hand in hand with them,
We keep each other informed.
including emails, right?
Yes,
You email back and forth. And he gave you updates on the case,
that time he did. That's the only email I believe that he ever emailed me.
okay?
Attorney Kukler, at your convenience, at a good stopping point, I would like to take,
This is good.
all right, then we'll take our mid-morning break. All rise for the jurors, please.
Bring your notebooks with you then, please, and watch your steps.
So they do have notebooks, sounds like.
Ah, yes, good spot. Good good attention to detail. So they're probably just doodling in their notebooks now. Not
They're writing
they're
down the drug names because they're like, that sounds fancy.
Simi says, this trial here is probably, in my opinion, the very worst for victim blaming than any other trial I've watched. Yeah, I think you're probably right. It's poor form by any attorney. It's a very slippery slope, isn't it, to for a defense attorney to take that angle. It's Christy says I need a Zanny. I mean,
Just the way you said it. I'm sorry.
I back in the day didn't mind a Xanax. I actually would prefer a Valium. Love me some Valium, far too much. So I steer clear of all of that stuff, and all I do is a glass of wine every night. These days, it's a glass of wine from about 3 p.m., although probably not today, but just one. Anyway, okay, so this is not riveting, says Christy, but I can't not watch, right? Truer words have never been spoken. We make it riveting. It's the sideshow of it all. It's the sideshow of it all here at Camp Shorty. And I haven't even done a poll yet. Rachel, right? Shaming a pain patient drives me crazy. I've experienced it and it's humiliating. I think you'll find a lot of our community, including our beautiful Ms. What the Fuck, are all too familiar with chronic pain, and whether it be physical pain, mental pain, living with hidden disabilities or visible disabilities. That's why we're all so supportive of each other. I don't think any of us in this little community are immune from that. It's touched our lives. So, and we're all, I get that we're all very empathic and empathetic. So it is tough. But I guess a bit like having the true sunlight of transparency shone into courtrooms. Society watching this shit and like saying like pull up, bitch, Donna Kukla. I don't think many attorneys would want for all of true crime YouTube to be going, what the fuck, Kukla? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, hydrant head? You don't say hello to anybody. What the fuck? Anthony Cotton, Maxwell Anderson. So, yeah, it's tough to watch, though, because, I mean, Kukla with her short arms, surely she's had some pain with that. Surely that causes difficulties. Surely that's like a disability. And then she reaches out, we're like, oh, she can reach things. Fuck. Okay, well, let's go.
And rejoin. All right, we are back on the record. Attorney Kukler, do you want to? Do you intend to offer those 584 and 586?
Like, what are we doing here, Kukla?
584, yes.
We love you, Jenny. Judge Jenny B.
Yeah, I was just curious, and then if you wanted to, just at some point, and then what about 586, the other one?
Yeah.
She's like, what are we doing here?
You don't have to tell me right now. I just didn't want to forget. So, but they're both marked, and just make sure they're left here, whether they're received or not. We'll have to keep them for the record. And I would ask that the boxes remain with them. Okay.
Oh, you want boxes? You said the boxes?
Yes, I think we should have the boxes. That's the way they were opened up in front of the jury. Okay.
Attorney Galaby's
Just for you, lady.
Perfect. Okay. Then anything we need to address prior to bringing the jury out from the state?
No, thank you.
From the defense?
No, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Madam Clerk. If you'll bring
Lainey, wasn't when we first came in when we were watching Maxwell Anderson? I feel like that was your first time coming into chat, and you dropped the hydrant head, and I was like, well, that's perfect. Can never ever not say hydrant head for Anthony Cotton Esquire. So we love gathering new folk into our community, and then when you want to stay, it's even more beautiful. So yeah, hydrant head. Lol. Wait, I'm still trying to see whether Nikolai's got a pants on today. Abby, are you wearing pants today? Show us what you got, girl. Woo!
Quit creeping on her.
Oh, yeah. You know what? For a heterosexual woman, I
Leave a roll
certainly
of water up there.
For the witnesses.
What'd you say? I didn't hear
I
that.
said heterosexual woman. I can't even say that. I sure do creep on a lot of women. Fuck. I haven't even got words. Where is it? Here, this.
She's spicy today. Oh, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Would turn gay for Cardi B. Maybe I'm gay. No, I'm not gay. I'm just partial, very partial to these glorious looking women who are sassy and amazing and smart and successful.
That's fair.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Birds of a feather and all that. Lol, toss.
All right for the jury.
Show us your legs, Nikolai. What you got? Sorry.
Really not part of the detail. Actually, they don't want them touching it.
I'm sorry. Strong women lift other women up and then check under their skirts. I'm joking.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
Yeah,
Dr. Clooney may
Nikolai, put
continue.
yourself under that table.
Thank you. So, Doctor, going back to Exhibit 35, which is the NMS lab report, we're going to pull it up on the screen so we can all look at it together again.
That's so cool,
You see it?
lady. I
Yep.
love that.
Waiting for it to probably delay for the
All
jury
right.
to see it.
Buckle up, chat. We're back.
They can see it now.
It's very
We talked
dry,
about some of
isn't
these
it?
compounds that were found in Lynn's system, right?
Yes.
Now I would like to talk about the nifedipine. That shows on here a level of 22 ng
Yes.
per milliliter. Is that what that stands for?
Yes.
And if we look at page 7, this is also in the NMS lab report, and they're again giving you information about the nifedipine, right?
Yes.
And nifedipine is, you'd agree, is a dangerous drug.
It's a regularly prescribed drug. I don't know that dangerous would be what I would say.
Well, opioids are a regularly prescribed drug, but they can be dangerous, right?
All drugs can be dangerous.
Okay, well, some are more dangerous than others, right?
Yes.
All right. Do you consider nifedipine to be a dangerous drug? Do
No.
you consider baclofen to be a dangerous drug?
Maybe more than nifedipine.
All right. You'd agree that baclofen has fatalities, overdosing on baclofen. There's cases reported of fatalities with baclofen.
True.
You'd agree that there are reported fatalities with nifedipine.
I don't know. Let's say 2 fatalities are reported right here. I was not aware. I mean, I haven't read those papers.
But this is the report for Lynn's case,
So I agree that 2 fatalities are reported.
at least at the point that NMS Labs prepared this report.
That's true.
Could be different now.
True.
And you didn't know that till today.
Well, I probably read this before. I'm saying that I did not independently have knowledge other than what's in this report of nifedipine fatalities.
Well, I didn't ask you if you had knowledge outside of the report, if you read any articles.
I'm
I
sorry.
asked you if it wasn't true that
Uh-oh, she's
there's
smiling.
fatalities from nifedipine. And you didn't know the answer till you just looked at what I put on the board for you.
That's true.
And that's because you didn't study it until today.
True.
Hey, where's the crocodile? Where's the crocodile? Give me the crocodile. Show me that one.
And the other drug I mentioned to you is page 1 will be cyclobenzapine. Lynn had, you can see a level of 54 ng per milliliters.
Yes.
And if we look at page 5 of the NMS lab report, we can learn a little bit about cyclobenzapine, right?
Yes.
And cyclobenzapine has 2 also 2 fatal overdose cases that at least the NMS labs was aware of and reported in the materials that they sent to you.
That's true.
And you didn't read that until today.
And the Playin Kukla.
I didn't remember that. I'm sure I read it before today, but I didn't remember.
You didn't mention anything about that in your autopsy protocol.
I didn't mention cyclobenzaprine overdose in my autopsy protocol.
Right, in your autopsy protocol and your history and information that you provide, you didn't talk about people dying from overdoses of these other drugs that I've just brought to your attention today.
My autopsy protocol doesn't discuss anything but blood levels.
Well, you concluded that Miss Hernan died from tetrahydrozoline overdose, right?
I did, and I included the other medications as contributing conditions.
But your conclusion was that she died from the tetrahydrozoline, right?
Yes,
And you don't know, as you sit there today, that whether she voluntarily ingested that. You don't know.
it was my opinion she didn't, but
Candy,
knowledge of
this is the
her action,
crocodile.
no.
But you weren't there.
I thought we had a turtle, but it's actually a dinosaur with all of its stuffing ripped out. So around me at the moment, there's two ducks, a little alien, a yellow duck, a deflated dinosaur. Poppy's got the crocodile in her mouth. Here we go. What's this one? Show me this one. This one, another bird. I wash them periodically. They all need a bit of a wash at the moment. Gross. Gross. All right, carry on, Kukla. We're doing it. We can get through this. Oh, Buster.
I wasn't there.
You don't know.
Wait, Busty's got the crocodile right now. Can you see it? No, because Busty's got the crocodile. It's hard with the green screen. Okay, guys. Okay. Back to it. Sorry.
If she put it in, if she drank it out of the bottle, which I don't know where my bottle is anymore, but you don't know if she drank it, or here we got them right out of the bottle, or whether she put some in water, or whether she put it in alcohol.
That's true.
But you do know that she was stockpiling medications at her home.
She did not discard her medications.
She had a lot of medications there, and they were found in her system.
Yes,
Some medications that she shouldn't have any in her system
true.
because she saved them all. It looked like,
She saved them
and took them.
and took them.
She took prescriptions that she had since been found to be allergic to.
Yes,
Ones that doctors had told her to stop taking.
true.
And cyclobenzapine is a CNS. It affects the CNS system, doesn't it?
It does.
You were talking about that CNS yesterday, weren't you?
Yes,
That was something you thought was important.
yes.
And cyclobenzapine also adversely affects the central nervous system.
It does.
There would be no medical reason for Lynn to have taken all of these drugs on October 3rd of 2018 that you know of.
All of these drugs?
That's right, all of these drugs.
She had
Combination of
the
them.
combination. Yeah, I mean, she had indications for some and others she didn't.
Well, we see toxic levels of some of these drugs in her system.
Of baclofen.
And use a THC too.
That's
Tetrahydrozoline.
well, absolutely.
Okay, so she ingested a lot of drugs.
Yes,
She was holding on to over the months, 6 months.
yes,
6 months ago, they had been discontinued.
true.
If I show you, I'd like to show you
Weird.
Exhibit
Could be
21.
That have been is what the
You had in your materials a medication inventory. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Let's see if we can bring that up.
It's before her. I'll publish it.
This, we'll move Exhibit 21 into the record.
I believe it's already part of the record.
Okay, thank you, Judge. Now, what,
Too much Boston.
these are the list of prescriptions that were, here we go, here's page 1. We're looking at the bottles, whether they had, whether they were empty or they had a couple pills in them, but whatever was recovered from Lynn's home is listed on your confidential medical inventory.
that's right.
It's 2 pages,
I think it's 3.
or 3 pages. And if I look at, as I look down on this chart, can you see? You have put down the quantity that were prescribed and the date that it was filled. For
Yes,
example, alprazolam was filled September 20th of 2018.
yes,
So must have been filled while she was in the hospital.
that's puzzling.
It must have been filled while she was in the hospital. There's a pharmacy at the hospital, right?
She wouldn't have been able to get this prescription from the hospital,
Okay, well, it was filled then, right?
apparently from Walgreens.
And of course, we have automatic refills at the pharmacy, right? Do you know about that? Because I do. they refill my prescriptions automatically. I get notices that the pills have been refilled.
There's, yes,
Okay.
Sidebar.
So this one was filled on 9/20 of 18, refilled.
yes,
34
when
Fairview.
And there were 30 pills were prescribed.
yes,
And when your office recovered the bottle at the scene, how many were in it?
none.
So they were all taken.
They're not in the bottle.
All right. And there's another bottle, Alprazolam, that was from August 20th, right?
Yes.
So it looks like she gets that maybe once a month.
Yes,
And that bottle had 0.
Right.
And
Pause.
Baclofen.
This is very fucking pointless. One's in the chat if you want to scoot through to the redirect. I'm going to type about 69 ones. One's in the chat if this is killing brain cells and patients by the minute. If you want to stick with it, whack a 2 there. Oh my God, I just commented as Miss Shorty music. Yikes. So 1. Okay, that's all I need to hear. Everybody said 1. Boom. Shakalaka. Love you all. We don't want to do that. We started an hour late. Let's cut an hour and 15. Let's cut the hour out with that. Nobody says no except Simi says 69, and that's always the correct answer. I wish that'd show up on screen properly, lady. I will put it and you'll see what it comes up as in StreamYard. Yikes. Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you. Be seated. I do have one sidebar to put on the record. Dr. B, you may step down if you would like. Attorney Nicolai had an objection, asked for a sidebar. It was during the course of publishing what ultimately was received as Exhibit 541. That is the very large 1,325 pages. It's technically 1,326 because there's a cover page to the exhibit. But the specific objection at this point was to some what I would call hearsay within hearsay of statements attributed to Ms. Kurczewski and being offered by her own attorneys. That would not be proper. She's not a party opponent, obviously. And so I did indicate I would sustain that and did when we came back on the record. I gave some instructions, if you will, to the parties that I thought the witness could be questioned about certain things in there without calling for that hearsay within hearsay. There was also an objection regarding referring to Ms. Hernan as an alcoholic or having alcoholism because of the lack of a diagnosis within any of the documents. And again, I indicated that would be sustained and that would not be appropriate, but there could be questions based on actual information. And I think the parties have done a very good job since that time of complying with that. I did verify that these were records, and it came out during the questioning later, that the records were provided by the state to the defense. Again, I'm talking about Exhibit 541. Attorney Kugler made that very clear. And then ultimately,
I don't know if she made anything
that was
clear.
received, right? Or no?
I had 540 get received, but I wasn't clear on 541.
I take that back. You're right. 540 was the ones that were just being discussed from Advanced Pain Management. I'm not sure if there was actually a request. The original request was sustained, and then I don't think there was a second one. And then just a reminder, we marked the drops, the bottles, but they've not been offered yet. So that's fine. I'm sure you're going to want to do it in front of the jury, though. So it's just my reminder. Maybe write it on a Post-it note if you need one. We'll give it to you, but that has not happened yet. All right. Anything, Attorney Kugler, you would want to add to the sidebar? All right, Attorney Nicolai, anything about the sidebar?
No, thank you.
All right, everyone. We'll see you back. I've shortened your lunch to instead of 90 minutes to 85, but please be back here. Thank you. We are in recess. Thank you for doing it.
We are in recess. Hey, it's 2 hours. Ms. What the fuck? Shall we play a song just to cleanse the palate, get rid of all of that kukla crazy, and let's do that. You know what we need to play? Because I wanted for it to get voted whenever we last played music. Oh my God, why can't I find it? Wow, my scrolling skills are absolutely horrendous. We'll BRB straight after a song.
Now some music. The supreme leader decrees it.
But I'm looking for the I ain't playing vid, your vid, Ms. What the fuck? Have you got it just back with you, not in the uploads?
I'm not sure. I know that I ain't playing on here though.
Yeah, but can you play the video if I walk and talk for a minute and you play the video of your video because it's bloody great? Like there's so many things in the media assets folder. I'm like brain dead.
Give me. Oh, no,
Give us 2 seconds. Ms. What the Fuck made this video. It was a little passion project she was doing on the side, behind the scenes. It's my song, which normally just has a nothing video, just a solid image. And so we have this instead. It's so good. So if you need to fill your drink or go to the bathroom or sit mesmerized. Hi, Laura. Good to see you. And we will watch this amazing video. Cool song, bro. I know you do, Stimmy. Okay, here we go.
Oh, where is it?
Oh, wait. Remove? Oh, I can't remove you. I can hear it in my earballs.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. I just did. I think I did. I do it?
Here, we'll start it over. Okay.
All kinds of granular. This shit is nuanced. Nothing is binary. Trolled for the last dance. Scrabbling, babbling, lying and spying. Flip on a dime, but still I ain't crying. No, I ain't playing. Not gonna lie. No, I ain't playing. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm just saying. Peace out, bye-bye. Waiting and waiting. And losing your mind. No, I ain't playing. Fast forward, rewind. Wind it back, it's boring. Yip, 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 hush now. Yawning, not happening. Oh, hell no, get out. One of these days, maybe all's y'all get tired. Campaign manager probably should get fired. Nope, I ain't playing. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm just saying. Peace out, bye-bye. Waiting and waiting. And losing your mind. No, I ain't playing. Fast forward, rewind. Dragging so desperate and broil us in drama. Outgrown you, fuck this shit, no drama llama. Esoteric shit, touch some, smoke some. Y'all are so hectic, peace, quiet, karma. Yeah, I ain't playing. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm just saying. Peace out, bye-bye. Waiting and waiting. And losing your mind. No, I ain't playing. Fast forward, rewind. Endlessly tedious. Haters be hating. Stamp that shit, shorties. I'm outie, I'm skating. Oof, y'all, they had a mission. Trip fall, they still be wishing. Give them something, anything, I'm done dancing. It ain't no thing. Yo, I ain't playing. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm just saying. Peace out, bye-bye. Waiting and waiting. And losing your mind. No, I ain't playing. Fast forward, rewind. Endlessly tedious. Haters be hating. Stamp that shit, shorties. I'm outie, I'm skating. Oof, y'all, they had a mission. Trip fall, they still be wishing. Give them something, anything. I'm done dancing. It ain't no thing. Yo, I ain't playing. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm just saying. Peace out, bye-bye. Waiting and waiting. And losing your mind. No, I ain't playing. Fast forward, rewind.
So good. So good. So clever, Miss What the Fuck. Thank you, Miss What the Fuck. Shall we get back to court?
Yes, I just
Um,
got to figure out how to do it because it did
I
that.
think yes.
I shared it all weird, so now it's like funny. Look at that. Okay.
We've got this. We're fucking professionals.
Totally got it. Okay.
We are back on the record then, and Doctor did just indicate to me, in case anyone didn't hear, that they are coming. So thank you for doing that. Go ahead, Attorney Kukler.
I'm going to go back
Oh my
to a couple more
God.
questions on the pro.
She's still there.
Fucking Kukla. We just want to see Nikolai's legs. Wait, what? No, we want to hear. We just don't want to hear. Oh my God.
What is
More.
that?
Wait, she's still going. Okay, well, watch this bit.
I
She's
just-
opening a new evidence
That was
bag.
one of the
She's-
exhibits that Ms. Kukas identified in
I'm sorry.
and 21.
Gonna pull
She's
out all of
trying to
them.
She's trying to make it look
21,
like
22, I think
Lynn
that's
was total druggo degenerate.
Yeah.
And Kukla's a piece of shit. We'll watch this bit. Simi says, look at my avatar. Yes. Nice sticker. Miss Shorty Music hologram sticker. Yes. Yes.
Oh, nice.
This one.
If you want to come up and watch, you can, just to verify.
Oh, it's like watching a train wreck, Judge Jenny.
And then out of 5, we've marked as 5. No, that first page, I'm sorry, was 588, Judge.
All right, and
Now
then
I'm
at
looking
7.
at 587.
I'm actually surprised that
Yes.
this is kind of allowed. Objection relevance? Objection relevance. Objection relevance? Objection relevance. Objection boomer. Objection fuckwit.
Yeah. It's gonna keep going with this. I don't.
Let's see what she's going to do here. I think we've scooted through a lot of extraneous stuff. Oh,
So I see on a lot of the prescription bottles, doctor, for example, I'm just picking 2, for example, one that's called Synthoid.
Yes.
And one's called triamterene.
Yes.
And I see the quantity, I just want to show you. Do you agree that the quantities are circled on it?
Yes.
Is that something a pharmacy does?
I don't know.
You don't know who made the circles on the?
No.
On the bottles? You didn't do it.
No, not me.
And isn't it true when a pharmacy, do you know that when pharmacies prescribe a controlled substance that they circle the quantity on it?
No.
Okay. And so a lot of these bottles have nothing left in them. That's how you recovered them, is that right?
Correct.
This baclofen. She even has a note on it, doesn't she? Did Lynn put a note on the bottle of the baclofen?
I don't know.
Did you ever look at the bottles to see if Lynn put any notes on them?
It's been a long time, and they've
Did
been
you look-
sealed.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It's been a long time, so I don't recall.
Do you think that you looked at the bottles and studied each one to see if there were notes on them?
I know I did when you visited the office.
Did you read that Lynn had a note to discontinue?
I don't recall.
All right. And so when you gathered when your deputy medical examiner gathered all these medications from her home, then did you put it together in this chart?
No, Tabitha did.
Tabitha made exhibit 530. Or 21.
21. That's correct. Her signature's on the bottom.
Okay. And so did you compare these to exhibit 21 to make sure it was accurate?
I think we both did.
Oh, after the fact,
Yes.
when we met.
Yes.
But prior to meeting with you, when you were working on the case, did you, when you were putting together your report and your autopsy, had you check those things?
Probably not.
I want to take this down. I'm going to move to a different subject. Can you take that down? I would like to show you 564. Defense is marked as 564.
what's she nodding about? getting a
So it's
post-it
witness
notes
first,
ready.
it's not
Fuck
an
off,
evidence, yeah.
Jessy.
564?
Yes.
All right.
Let me know if you can see that in front of you. First of all, can you show Dr.?
It's on there.
Okay, can you show her the exhibit number? You see 564 on there?
Yes,
And then can you go up to the top and, is that called suicide ingestion cases
yes,
between 1/1/2017 and 2/4/22?
correct.
Is this something that you're familiar with, this document?
Yes,
Is this a chart that your office has made?
yes.
Move for admission of exhibit 564.
Exhibit 564 is received.
Like to publish.
Granted?
Well, earlier this morning, I talked to you about the different ways that you've seen suicides in Waukesha County. And then I focused in on the area of ingestion inhalation.
Not a suicide murder trial.
And this is your summary, or your, I guess, a more detailed description would be a better way of phrasing it, of some of the substances you've seen in those 5 years that have caused, that people have taken together, that's resulted in their death.
Yes.
And these are suicides,
Yes,
where you believe that people deliberately took this combination of drugs, these drugs, with the intent to kill themselves.
yes,
And I talked to you this morning about the deadliness of combining opioids and benzos, right?
yes,
And you agreed, didn't you, that they are dangerous?
yes.
Let's look at this chart. I want to have you identify, if you could, maybe you could circle it. I think the screen is available to do that. Or put a check mark to the left of, how about that? Of every case where a person died from committed suicide using benzos and opioids. Just start at the top and put check marks
So they
together.
together, but they're not the only things. You mean,
Oh, we'll go into them. I just want to have,
okay. So, well, you're asking me if they're in the list at all to check it.
if they're in it together.
Right, okay,
If there's a benzo and an opioid together,
okay.
check it. Is there a way to be read so it'd be easier to read, Judge?
You can change the color.
I don't have any idea how to do that.
Hold on. Take the publish off for a second. Okay, maybe I can. You should have, see the 3 bars? I think that's at the very bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
In the middle. Press that for me, please. You can change the color.
Okay, what color do you want?
You want red, you want purple, you want green?
Yeah, red will be fine, just so it'll show up a little better. The yellow is
I'm
hard
gonna
to
have
read.
her clear the screen and then restart so it's not duplicate. All right. And then
Should I then get rid of this?
I think it'll,
Oh, yeah, okay.
all right. Go ahead. You can publish sample.
I don't know why it's an arrow and a dot sometimes.
Why don't you switch to that writing tool to the left there? Do you see that writing tool on your screen? On the left of the screen?
Yeah,
Blue.
yeah.
It's
That
blue.
one? Oh, this one.
It's highlighted.
Clear the screen.
I just think it'll be easier for you.
So,
We're gonna make this just a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, like that.
oh, so,
Again, that wasn't.
Can you test it?
oh, so I should try to see
love
if I
that
can do a
show.
check?
Yes.
I see,
Okay,
okay.
great.
Are those both accurate?
No.
You can use
No,
those.
we're just testing.
We'll clear again.
Can I do it on the right rather than the left?
You can do it anywhere on the
Okay,
screen.
all right.
Wait, what are we checking off?
I have literally no idea. I got
Okay,
so
so she's
distracted.
checking use of heroin, cocaine, and alprazolam,
Now,
Hmm?
you're gonna have to scroll down. It will change.
and then so she's ticking suicide ingestion cases, something. It's a pointless exercise orchestrated by Kukla. We'll see what the questioning unfolds with, I guess.
So do you want a capture of this? Yes, please. Madam Clerk, please capture. We'll mark that. You can try this, Doctor. I'm not sure
Oh,
how to test
okay,
it, but
okay.
it's one of those pens
Oh,
that
I see.
might work on the screen.
Okay, all right.
So have we captured it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'll just hit it again, so I'll make sure, because I didn't look
All right,
inside.
so we'll mark 5.
Imagine how
64
perplexed the
A.
jury is. They can't even
And
go
then you're-
1.5x speed. The jury must be going, what? What?
That's why, like, I would love to be on a jury, but I would suck because I would be so like, please hurry up, please, I'm going insane. Like, I would just
My
want to speed them up.
brain is, yes, my brain is dying. It's calcifying with this lack of forward momentum.
Calcifying.
Nothing's worse than the fucking ASAP Rocky trial. That hurt my brain so much. Not the content of the trial, but the audio and the visual. Like, the audio that actually killed brain cells.
That
for
was the
me.
most
It was-
unfortunate audio ever in a trial because it was such a good trial. And with the audio being so unfortunate, like being so bad, it just ruined
It
it.
was so laborious to follow along because you're exhausting because your brain had to really focus to clarify that audio to actually follow. Yeah, like you say, riveting testimony, and flex back.
Well, there's that too.
That Madam Clerk.
Okay, now do it again.
Yes.
We'll continue with the next, as we're moving down.
Oops, I just touched it and that happened.
Oh,
The arrow,
that's
I
what
just put
she
a check on the
said.
top.
That's what she said, Dr. Linda. Rachel says my hubby did 3 weeks on a medical civil malpractice trial. He came home exhausted from boredom. Yes, I can imagine. Trying to stay focused on something that doesn't engage your brain is very tiring. Very tiring. 3 weeks. God damn. That's a long trial.
I have to go back a second because I just dropped something on my keyboard and I think I skipped. Sorry.
That's all right. It's up there with when Poppy or Buster put their nose on my keyboard and something happens. I'm like, ah! I think Buster swiped me out of the studio once.
I was like, oh no! I was so glad I was muted because it went bang, and then I looked up and something had moved on the screen. I'm like, shit.
We are fucking professionals. I will die
So
on that hill.
professional. Oh my god. Sorry.
Dream big, shorties. Like we fucking try, okay? God.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, I think that's everything with an opioid and a benzodiazepine.
There's another page.
Oh, there's another
Yeah,
page.
so we'll
Okay,
just
all
capture
right.
this page.
Oh
All
my
right, we'll
God.
capture that as
She's ticking all
564B. Eventually be marked as that, okay?
suicides, attempts
It's
or
like
actual
exhibit 564
cases,
is being
attempted, I
displayed
can't
to the witness
remember,
now.
that have a benzo or the other word included in them. So some of Lynn's medications that were on hand in her home,
I think that's all.
anything that is
Oh, you already checked it,
remotely
Yeah, I know.
linked.
Can we capture that page?
Oh, Kukla, don't smile, ma'am. Just this.
Now,
Just stick with this.
I counted that it seems to be that there's 10 of them.
All right, I wasn't counting, so.
I'm going to show you the chart and you
Okay.
can take a look at it. And the total number of cases that you have are 42.
Okay.
That's when I counted your chart. It looks
Are we
like
sure it's not
10 out of
69
42.
or?
Suicides had a combo of opioids and benzos. There may have been other things in their system too.
Okay.
But I'm going to give it to you because I'd like it.
Would you like a copy? I could give mine up and she could mark on it.
The doctor's
and
like,
we'll work off that as well. Any
okay.
objection from the state? No. All right. Would you like a highlight?
Your
Mark
point-
on a paper copy at this point?
Me?
I don't know what I'm going to be asked to mark. Okay.
You could mark on there.
Oh.
Those same cases.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes old
She's
school-
like, okay, wherever we're going, I'm here. I'm a captive
do it again?
audience.
No,
I
I
can't go anywhere.
This is probably a better way. And then we'll have a good exhibit.
Court reporter's even got a little smile on her face. She's like, this is a fucking shit show. This is a farce. We started off with asking if there was poop in the toilet to this tomfoolery. Good God. Oh, really? Simi says jumpsuit Pablo's cat walked across his stuff and kicked him off stream. So hilarious. I know, Gizela can't let her cats into the office because they play with the cables and do shit. Did you end up watching Adolescence? I haven't yet, but I have still got the tab here. Wait, on my laptop to remind me. I've been heavily preoccupied with
You could probably just write.
other things, but it's there as a reminder. Thank you. I also haven't unpacked my own Cabbage Patch Kids out of the garage because CEG my last real reason.
exhibits to
Sure.
on it. Thank you. Fourth one. Two.
I keep all my reminders here. Oh, I can get rid of order Ms. What the Fuck stuff post-it note off my computer. Hooray! I did that. Miss What the Fuck's merch, mod merch. Sidebar, shorties, as it's coming into your cooler months, can I remind you we have hoodies, crew neck sweaters, Adidas hoodies, tights, long tights, comfy pants, sweatpants. They're called joggers on the site. They're so soft and beautiful. There's one that says ASAP Joe, so flex back, ASAP Joe Tacopina, and there's one that says Shorty on the leg. It's this logo. I've got them. There's matching hoodies and crew neck jumpers to go with them. The quality is beautiful. The price is really cheap. Those joggers, those trackies in US dollars are only $29. I did do a double take. Then I realized I had to convert it to Australian, which is more. But they're so cool. So if you need some warmer clothes for the cooler months, Miss Shorty merch. Okay, let's go. The long sleeve tees are beautiful. I have a couple of them. I'll get more next winter. It's coming to summer here. All right, Kukla, what the
Would you
fuck?
agree then that of your suicide ingestion cases for that 5-year period from 2017 through 2022, looks like 25% of them, roughly, are a combination of opioids and benzos, or maybe other things with it, or maybe not. Some of them don't have other things with it.
That's true.
Right? And I will take that exhibit from you. That's a lot, a quarter of them.
Yes.
Or if you can give us my clerk and I have her copy that from me, so I have it with my working ones. Thank you.
The sizing's really the hoodies are on the oversized side. I think the t-shirts are pretty true to form, long sleeve and short. The V-neck ones are a slightly more slim fit. Most of the regular tees are kind of a unisex sizing. The joggers are really true. The sweats and the wide leg pants, I'd go one size up maybe in the wide leg pants. The comfy lounge pants, I think they are. They've got pockets. The fabric is amazing. There's socks. There's so many cool things. And like I say every time, I don't keep a cent of the minuscule profit. It all goes back into my beautiful mod squad in one way or the other. And sizes in the hoodies and stuff go up to like 2XL, 3XL. Ms. What the Fuck, I got Mr. What the Fucker Stay Weird hoodie, just as a thank you for him being so patient with me. Taking all your time, and I think it was a 2XL or a 3XL. The sizes are great. They're all, but there's a sizing chart if you're not sure.
Yeah. Back in 2018, when you were looking at this case in October and in that time frame, you received a call, did you not, from John Frya?
Not me personally. I know that he contacted the office.
John Frya called the office.
Yes.
And because you had mentioned that you kept a telephone log of things yesterday. Is that right?
Well, my office does.
I'm sorry, then I mean your office. There's a telephone log, yes?
Yes.
And he called with concerns.
Objection, hearsay. Sustained.
After receiving, do you know who John Frya used to be a deputy district attorney in Waukesha County? Is that true?
That's what somebody told me.
Didn't you work with him over the years? You've been the chief of the medical examiner's office. Did you have cases with him over the years?
I don't recall. What years was he here? I would have to look.
But you knew, anyway, you do know that he was at one point in time a district attorney here in Waukesha County.
I was told that.
And he called the office to give information. Is that right?
I would have to look. I know we have notes about what his concerns were.
And do you recall that he hadn't seen Lynn himself?
Objection, hearsay. Sustained.
Woohoo! Jenny keen to sustain that. Jenny loved, she said, sustained.
That was intense.
Yeah, I mean, we are at a far. Can we go back and hear that again at regular speed just for that? Because it was like, what do you want to hear, Kukla? Sustained.
Yeah. That's good.
About what his concerns were.
And do you recall that he hadn't seen Lynn himself?
Objection, hearsay. Sustained.
Is there any information in
Yes, Jennifer Delaro. We love you, girl. We love her. Okay, we can go back to regular speed. Well, not like our regular, not that regular. Jeez Louise. It's sustained.
Significant about Lynn's behavior.
Objection calls for hearsay. Sustained is to the form of the question.
Do you, when you're considering all the information that you said that you have to take into consideration in making a determination in a case like this, you said you consider everything.
Yes, everything I have available.
Is the deceased behavior an important factor for you to consider? The deceased behavior in the time preceding death important?
Yes.
Pause, Miss What the
So
Fuck.
you
Sherri,
see-
you got the zip up one, right? You got the zip up hoodie. So I haven't got any of the zip up ones because I can't stand zip up hoodies. But I know that in the t-shirts, I'm a small. The V-neck tees, the small is slim fitting on me. The unisex ones are kind of perfect on me, loose. And the hoodies I have are both the Adidas and the non-Adidas ones. There's a slight price difference, but it's basically, oh, you got a pullover. Well, there you go. So for me, the hoodies are in a small. I've got them all in a small. Are a little wide on the shoulders, a little long, and a little. I have to flick the cuffs up. They feel a bit. They're beautiful and comfy for around the house. But when I don't leave the house, so around the house, when I wear them on stream, I feel like they look a bit sloppy on me. But yeah. I wish there was an extra small in the hoodies for me, and in the crew neck jumpers, they're also big on me. And because the crew neck ones are a thicker fabric, so the ones without a hood, they're warmer. The hoodies themselves are slightly on the lighter weight side, but not flimsy. The two zip up jackets I've got, like I don't have a zip up hoodie, but I've got a two zip up 69 jackets. I've got one in small, one in extra small. It's one of the only things that come in an extra small. The extra small is perfect on me. I don't know about returns, but yeah. But if you like things really slouchy, definitely go a size up. But if you don't want them to be too slouchy, I personally, anyway, all that, carry on, Kukla. Fuck.
Information, you would have taken that into consideration.
Yes.
Did you receive any information, without saying what information you might have received, because I don't want you to testify to hearsay, but did you receive what would be important information from John Fryatt that you thought was important?
I don't recall information from John Fryatt, although I know there are records in my file about his conversations with my staff.
Judge, I'd like a brief sidebar if I could.
Okay.
I wear too much makeup, Hope, for doing changing of things to get all over everything. But I have spent probably close to $3,000 on my own merch for myself.
The objection is
No, that's a lie. Wow. Ooh. $2,000, I reckon. Not because it's expensive. We chose the lowest price points, the lowest, as low as anything can be for you all, which obviously reduces my profit, which I don't get anyway. But the merch is as low as it was possible to make it on Fourth Wall, so you'll get the best prices for the best quality. I don't remember what else I was going to go with there. Something. The caps are cool too. Anyway, flip. Enough promo. It's a large, Holly says. Wait, so Holly says, my hoodie is awesome and it's a large. I'm 5'5", 125 pounds. Is yours a pullover hoodie or did you get the zip up? Can't remember. Anyway,
well, actually,
thanks. Okay, we're good. Oh, I forgot to,
regarding the
let me look
topic,
at
so there's
Nikolai.
nothing-
I missed her. I missed Nikolai. Did we see? I'm creeping. Thirst trap. Nikolai thirst trap. Obviously, I'm not going to creep on Judge Jenny. Yours is a zip up. Right. Yeah, I thought so. Ooh. Okay, so she wore pants today. Actually, she wore a skirt. I like it. I liked the other day too. Thanks, Ms. What the Fuck, for
The objection
indulging
is
me.
sustained. Well, actually, I don't know if there was an objection. There was a sidebar regarding the topic, so there's nothing to sustain. Go ahead, Attorney Kukler.
All right, I'm going to show this witness what's marked.
Witness
as-
only. Hold on.
This witness, yeah, take it off the.
Thank you.
Thank you. We haven't brought it up yet. Right, yes. With marked as exhibit 525. Can you see that on your screen?
Yes,
Is this a note from your office, Tabitha Cooks,
yes,
dated October 15, 2018, is that right?
yes.
All right, if you just look at that, read that to yourself.
Okay,
Is this exhibit 525 part of your record?
yes,
You recognize this document?
yes,
It's a medical examiner document, is that true?
Correct. Mhm.
So have you seen this before today?
yes,
Is this something that you considered, the information in this report, something that you considered in forming an expert opinion in this case?
I considered it.
Then I move for admission of 525.
Objection. Sustained. Some more foundation is needed before I receive the exhibit.
So you considered a phone call that was received on October 15, 2018, is that right?
Yes,
What in this exhibit did you consider to be important that what information in this exhibit did you use to reach your expert, you considered relevant in forming an expert opinion?
This question calls for hearsay again. Sustained is to the form of the question that mischaracterizes her testimony.
Did I understand you correctly that you considered and you utilized information in 525 in forming an expert opinion in this case? It's one of the many things you utilized.
I consider everything. So I considered this. Whether it really placed as a piece of the foundation for my opinion regarding cause of death is another matter.
Well, did it?
It had no information that affected my opinion regarding cause of death.
Okay. Or manner of death?
Correct.
So is the information that was provided about, have you read this entire document to yourself since?
Yes.
And there's nothing in here that you can use to form an opinion in this case?
Correct.
But it's fair to say that you were only able to determine that it wasn't a basis after you evaluated the information.
Correct.
You evaluated it.
Yes.
Judge, I think that's sufficient to admit 525. It's something that she evaluated.
2 layers of hearsay. The objection is sustained.
Yesterday, you talked about and actually summarized some studies, right?
Yes.
Put it together a chart.
Yes.
You in 11.
Sorry, that was
I
loud.
can't remember the number.
Yikes.
Okay.
That'll wake people
Oh
up.
gosh. Oh gosh. Fuck it. No.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Exhibit 211.
Yes.
Am I right? Is that
Sorry,
the
everybody.
paper you
Thought
put
you might
together
need to wake
summarize
up.
articles that
Yikes.
you read?
Yes.
Now, at the time that you performed the autopsy in this case, that was on October 4th of 2018, right?
Yes.
Warning, I'm going to test the volume of that again. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
And
Wait,
you've
so
been-
warning.
And you issued your final determination, or when did you issue your final
Whoa.
determination? Is that the September 27th?
I could probably turn that down.
Sorry. Yeah, I reckon we'll turn it down because the sound bite. Sorry, what was that for? I didn't mean to. God damn. I didn't expect it to be that loud because the sound bites of me aren't that loud. So it's on a certain volume and then that's in the same category with the same volume level. I don't even know why I did it. It was just to say Kukla, fail. And suddenly everybody's had a general heart starter on a Friday night.
Oh no, Lainey.
Lainey says Beanie just farted at the sound of that thing. Oh, yeah, we might want to tweak that.
Okay.
Laura says, I love you, but can't. Whew. We're just getting through it. We're just getting through it any way we can, even if it means I'm going to make you basically shit your pants. Ay, ay, ay.
2019 letter from your office?
Well, there was a letter. I don't remember how it was phrased. In other words, I don't know if the letter was written on September 27th or the death certificate was signed on September 27th.
Well, when did
Lainey needs
you,
to get
when did you reach your decision? What day?
On the day I signed the death certificate.
When was that?
Well, that's what I can't tell you because I don't recall what that letter says.
Oh, could I show
It's
you?
very
Sure,
hard
the
to
letter?
follow,
May I
Rachel.
approach the witness to show her letter, Judge? Sure.
Sorry, what is it?
I'll show you. So you have it, it's 36. Can you see that letter?
Yes.
All right, so I'm just trying to determine when you reached your conclusion on what the cause and manner of death was for Lynn Hernan. Can you tell us what the date was?
I don't know if the date that I signed the death certificate was September 27th or not. I mean, the letter is dated September 27th, but I don't see in the letter the date that indicates what date I signed the death certificate.
All right, well, that's the letter you wanted to see, isn't that right?
Yes, so I can't answer the question about the date of the death certificate. I only can say that that's the date the letter was written.
Was it in September of 2019 that you reached your decision? Can we pin it down to a month or a year?
It's probably around then.
Because when we read your autopsy protocol, the only date on it is having to do with October 4, 2018.
Correct.
You didn't put a date by your signature.
No.
We don't know when you actually prepared this report or signed it, right?
Well, a lot of the report was prepared the day I did the autopsy. It doesn't get completed until I can put cause of death on the front page.
And that's what I'm trying to determine. When did you do that?
Well, the death certificate would be signed first, then the autopsy report would be completed.
And this letter that you drafted, it's indicating that a death certificate has been signed and filed with the Register, the Waukesha County Register of Deeds and the final records. That letter is dated September 27, 2019, right?
Correct.
So do you think that that's about the time that you did that?
Yes.
Okay.
Man,
So it took
You
you,
can't be doing that. That's crazy. It's crazy.
almost a year?
Yes.
She's
before
the
you
prettiest
made the
baby.
decision?
Yes.
Don't you think she's the prettiest baby Shorty somehow? How? Play her again, Sam. Ms. What the fuck?
Man, you can't be doing that. That's crazy. It's crazy.
They're all you.
No, they're not. I had blonde hair. Is it the eyes? Is it the baby hairs around the top? Wait, I also like hang on, pause. We are struggling with this testimony. This one too. She's cute with glasses on. Wait, this one. Whew, stress. In one breath. Heyyyy Kurczewski, Biedrzycki. Thanks.
It's the thanks
like-
at the end that gets me.
Thanks. And then she. Oh, Laura's giving us a topic reminder. We are struggling, Laura. Let's go. Okay, we can do this.
All right, fine.
And you said prior occasions that we've talked to you that you considered, and in court, that you considered
Pause though, wait.
the resources
Sorry.
in reaching.
Pause though, wait. Oh my God. I was trying to look at what her sweater, obviously it says autistic as fuck on Baby Shorties, but then it came up on my screen this side. And I was trying to work out what it said on the actual photo, it says Miss Shorty, and also the earrings were Barbie earrings. I don't know. AI art sometimes is a little confused. It's actually not a word at all. It says that where it's supposed to say Miss Shorty says it's like an S for Sam, or S for Shorty, then a C, then an E, and then an S, and then I think Q, and then maybe a T or an I and a Y.
You're not supposed to look at it too hard, Lisa.
I know. Noticed those things. I was like, it's amazing that it got the autistic as fuck thing. I love the fact that the girl in the blue shirt has only got one earring on.
I know. Oh my God. I can't make put two earrings on either.
So Michael Jackson, or so Madonna. Remember Madonna used to wear one earring? Michael Jackson, not
I
Michael
was
Jackson.
thinking George Michael.
George Michael, Madonna. Yes. Okay, we can do this. We can do this.
The conclusion that there was tetrahydrozoline poisoning here. you conducted research. You read papers. Is that right?
That's a lot of questions. Yes, I conducted research. Yes, I did read papers.
All right. Because prior to this death, you had never
Objection compound.
recalled a death from tetrahydrozoline poisoning. have you?
No, I had no.
You don't have any experience with it.
No, my first case.
You don't know what to look for on a person's body if there's any signs that you should look for, right? You're not trained in it.
Not trained in looking at a person's body or not trained in tetrahydrozoline poisoning.
Tetrahydrozoline poisoning.
No, I had no training in that specific poisoning.
We have a coffer. We have a courtroom coffer.
And you brought a bunch of literature. You've given us a bunch of literature and you summarized it in that exhibit. That you can take that exhibit down. A lot of the information that you put in this exhibit 211 has to do with literature, pieces of paper that aren't even peer reviewed. Isn't that true?
Not a lot. The last 4 are the only ones that are not peer reviewed.
And is it are these the articles? Are these the articles that you reviewed to help inform your opinion? Does she see anything on her? I don't want the witness to see anything right now.
Okay.
Kukla, what are we
I was going
doing?
to look at the years of publication because there's most of the literature is pre-2018. So I did consider those at the time I signed this case out. But I know some of the media reports and maybe an additional piece of literature might be post-2018, but I still included this because it's information that we have today.
Well, what I'd like to know is of the articles that you mentioned in here, which ones did you read back at the time that you formed your opinion in this case? Which of these articles had you read?
The ones that are pre-2018.
Okay, including articles by Henry Spiller,
Yes,
our expert that we're going to be bringing in.
yes,
Have you reviewed Henry Spiller's report?
yes,
And did you review our pathologist report?
yes.
Have you called either one of them to talk about the case and their opinions?
No,
Now, these various studies that you were talking about or reports that you were talking about yesterday, you'd agree that as you sit here, you have no idea about these people's medical history, except that there was a little mention in the article.
what I know about the medical history of the people in the papers, whereas what was in the papers, they're not personal patients of mine.
Well, right. So in other words, you didn't look at their medical records. You don't know if they had some kind of pre-existing condition or otherwise. You have no idea.
As I said, that's a very broad statement. The papers may have discussed the particulars of each individual. For example, one of the suicide cases I recall specifically had emphysema. So there is medical history associated with some cases, but that's what I can tell you.
You didn't delve into these in particular. You didn't go and try to, besides reading the article, get some actual records from the case and look into it in any respect.
The cases are anonymous. It would not be possible for me to do that.
And you would agree that the people in these cases went to hospitals.
Yes,
And you talked yesterday about how hospitals aren't equipped to do the testing, the sophisticated testing
Hospitals.
that NMS labs can do. Is that right?
that's true.
And so these people were all tested at these hospitals with this less sophisticated testing system, right?
But no, I definitely couldn't say that. I mean, if they had results for tetrahydrozoline, it doesn't say that this was done in the hospital lab or it was sent out to a specialty lab. There's no information about it.
Well, these people were in the hospital. You agree with that?
Yes,
And you talked yesterday about people being in the ICU. Do you remember talking about that?
yes,
But if somebody comes into a hospital with poisoning, any kind of poisoning, they're going to be in the ICU, aren't they?
I would not agree with that.
You're going to put them on the general floor.
It certainly depends on the agent, the clinical picture, and the assessment of the physician seeing them.
So you believe that people coming into a hospital with poisoning would just be put on the general floor rather than seen in the ICU?
It's up to the clinical judgment. of
She
the
was
physician.
dead, man. She was already deceased. She was already
The
deceased.
first report that you mentioned is about is a person for a tetrahydrozoline for what is called a submission, right? Some kind of an assault of some sort. Is that right?
Warning,
16-year-old.
I'm doing the fail buzzer.
I don't have this in
Racist
front of me, so I don't
girls.
know what, particularly, I can't agree with the
Racist
first case or
girls.
whatever.
All right, we're going to do it on your screen so you can see it. We don't need the jury to see it. That might help you.
I've turned on the monitor. We'll just take a moment.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Kukler, I don't know how much we have left,
No.
but I do want to give the jury a break this afternoon.
Well, why don't we do it now before I start going into
Yeah,
all the
give us
literature?
all the
Okay,
break.
that's great. All right, I'll take about 20 minutes. I'll rise for the jury, please.
I got a drippy nose again. Does that mean we're going to go all day with fucking Kukla? We'll start tomorrow if we're going all day with Kukla because we can't finish like this. For the love of brain cells and sanity and a fun time,
Record
mostly
of that
for the
exhibit
fun
is
time.
the roughly 326 pages from Pro Healthcare. I believe it's either Pro Healthcare or Aurora. I'll double check that. But in any event, there was a section of one of those records specifically that the state objected to because it appeared to be, and I confirm this, that the statements were attributed to Ms. Kurczewski and not the victim, Lynn Hernan. So that would be really double hearsay. Also, Attorney Kugler was the one going through that. And even though the record has been received by the court, doesn't always mean it's all of it either goes to the jury or can be addressed in front of the jury. And certainly that would be double hearsay. That would be one of the reasons not to. And the case law is pretty clear that the defendant's own attorney cannot offer what would otherwise be hearsay statements of the client, because there's not the exception like the state has being a party opponent, unless it was being offered for some other purpose. That really wasn't what it was being offered for. So I came back, I sustained the objection, and actually Attorney Kugler had some further questions that I think clarified what the doctor was looking at and who the statements were attributed to. So that I think was cleared up. Then the second sidebar had to do with Exhibit 525. I did not receive it at the time of the objection. The state had objected based upon double hearsay. At sidebar, I thought there was not really a foundation that this witness as an expert had relied upon that what is contained in that exhibit, and that was the note. It was a supplemental investigative report from Tabitha Kukis regarding the phone call that she had with John Friat. And so I indicated I did not think there was a foundation. I was concerned about the double hearsay, and that if it were to be established that Dr. Biedrzycki had utilized that in any way, informing her opinion as an expert, that would be a different story. She indicated through her testimony subsequent to that while she considered it, it did not weigh in any way to her opinions on cause and manner of death. And it was based upon that I ultimately did not receive Exhibit 525. Anything either party wants to put on the record regarding those two sidebars from the state?
Judge, I thought Exhibit 525 was actually entered through Ms. Kukis. I understand the court saying that you didn't allow it to be published today, but I thought that investigative report has actually been received into evidence.
Let me look at my notes. You're right. It was received through Ms. Kukis as a report regarding a phone call that she had, but regardless, I don't believe it was ever published. And certainly for the reason it was being sought to be published today, I did not think was proper. So that's why I did not allow it to be published. So I misspoke a little bit. You're right. It was received. But again, just because something's received doesn't mean it comes in or it's published to the jury. All right. So thank you for that. But anything else regarding those two sidebars? Do you believe I otherwise accurately portrayed our discussion?
Yes, I do.
All right. Attorney Kugler, anything as it relates to those two sidebars?
No.
You would agree with what Attorney Nikolai just pointed out, and that is 525 was received through Tabitha Kukis, but again, it was really whether it be published.
It was received through her.
All right. Then we'll all take our break. Please be back here in 15 minutes.
I do have a request that we pack this back up and put it back in the paper bag.
Coming
so
bus
it's not just laid out on this table, because I believe the defense is done with it.
That would be appropriate unless there's going to be questioning. I thought at one point you were going to ask Dr. B to confirm, but that never happened. So will they fit back in now that they've been cut, or do we need to put them back in the paper bag?
I'll put it back in their individual bags.
All right. I know we need to make sure that they are maintained, they're separate exhibits, so we should do that during the break. All right. Other than that, we're in recess. Thank you.
Woo. So exciting. Come on, please get back to redirect.
Do you want me to skip through and try and find redirect?
I mean, I think we should watch to see how she lands it, but does she land it? This is the question I have.
I don't know.
I mean, we've just I mean, it was a day of, quite frankly, pointless cross-examination. She didn't budge the needle at all.
All right, we're ready to go.
Although they deliberated for 11 hours, so, but that could have been on the financial crimes. I don't know. We'll find out.
I'm so sorry.
What are you laughing at? Me?
She's really
Did I say
trying to
something?
hammer. She's really trying to hammer the point home, I guess, is where I was going with this.
Oh,
She's really, really trying to hammer it home, but not doing a very good job.
she cannot land that plane.
No.
She cannot. She cannot hammer it. She cannot land it.
Okay. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. It's so very funny. I was like, wait, what's funny?
All right,
What are
we're ready
you
to go.
chuckling
Have the
about?
brought
then?
out, Madam Clerk.
We are so ready. Judge Jenny D.
You just call her
Just came
Jugs,
up on my
Jenny?
own. I didn't mean to.
Goodness.
Because I can't talk properly. I can't talk properly. We know this. I would never say Jugs Jenny. It's actually harder to say than Judge. Wow. Judge Jenny. Look how big her cup is. Look how big her Stanley is. That's what she said.
It's going to be okay.
Everything is going to be fine. Everything's going to
I
be
wanted
A-okay.
to review some of the articles for that you referred to yesterday in your Exhibit 211. For example,
Yeah, boy.
you brought
I
an
love
article about a
this.
U.S.-France
Promote this
collaboration
shit.
to document. Remember that article?
Yes.
And that's about Visine, is that right?
Yes.
And this was about a discussion of putting this child he had, who was living in France with his mother, right?
Yes.
Like you mentioned, and had been given by somebody supposedly some tetrahydrozoline.
Yes.
Somebody? Cat?
And in that article, is it true that they referred to and the child is fine, right? Fair to say that this child didn't die.
No.
In fact, these kids all lived in these articles.
Yes.
Every one of the people, every one of these children, a lot of these articles are about
Because they
children,
didn't
every one
drink
of those children
6
lived.
bottles,
A lot of
man.
them died from tetrahydrozoline.
Correct.
But in this particular article and study, isn't it true that there's a discussion about administering 2 drops directly into the conjunctival sac of each eye? Remember reading that?
No. May I look at it?
Sure. Because they did a test on
Can
adult
I see
patients by putting Visine in the sac of their eye, and then tested their blood to see if their blood shows tetrahydrozoline if they used it in their eye. Do you remember reading that?
Oh, yes. That's the car article.
Well, it's also in this
Pretty big
article that
note.
you've referred to on this U.S.-France collaboration.
They referred to the car article.
So you'd agree then that a person can get tetrahydrozoline in their blood by using tetrahydrozoline in their eyes.
Yes.
And depending on how much tetrahydrozoline a person uses in their eyes would determine the level of concentration in the blood.
Yes.
And when in that study, they used 10 adult patients, isn't that right? Did you recall that?
I don't know the number. I don't remember the number of patients.
And they checked them 24 hours after, they checked them at different points after administration of the drops, right?
Yes.
Including at 24 hours.
I can't confirm that without looking at the article.
Which article would you want? Well, I'll show you this article. Can we bring up this article? Just 1 minute, please.
Oh my God, I just barked. Oh my God. Oh, oh.
Let me show you after turning in Heyyyy. Look at that. 589. Can I approach Jeff?
You may.
This first one asks you if that's the article you were talking about yesterday.
Yes.
On page 2, I did some highlighting.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it says, yeah, it's, well, I mean, I don't know if I can answer all your questions from memory, but it says 10 adult patients.
Okay, and did they test the adult patients at 24 hours?
Yes.
And what were the ranges of THC levels at that point? They gave a range.
Yes, 13 to
Excuse me.
210 nanograms per mil.
At 24 hours.
Oh, here
Yes.
we go.
So at the high end, 210.
Correct.
What was Lynn's tetrahydrozoline level?
We had no urine to test.
Okay, so the levels would be different in urine versus blood?
Oh, yes.
Okay. But in Lynn's blood, it was 160, wasn't it?
Yes.
You brought in it looked like a newspaper article about a case in Aurora, Colorado.
Yes,
You're familiar with that case?
only what it says in the newspaper article.
You brought it in and you put it on your chart.
Yes,
You thought it was relevant information. Did you work on this case?
no,
Do you know that this is a case where an Aurora dentist tried to poison his wife with large quantities of tetrahydrozoline
that was the allegation.
and it didn't kill her? Did you know that? Did you know he's not back into the hospital and gave her cyanide to kill her because the tetrahydrozoline, despite the doses after doses after doses that he was giving her, didn't do it?
Guys,
Did you know that?
come inside.
I would say that he added cyanide. I'm not saying that tetrahydrozoline was not effective.
But you don't really have any, you didn't work on this case.
No.
Somebody who worked on this case might be in a better position to tell us more information.
She
That's
called you
true.
right. Come on. Where's Bussy? Come, Bus. Good boy.
She ultimately died of cyanide poisoning in that case, didn't she?
Hi.
I don't know what the conclusion was in terms of what was on the death certificate.
Objection relevance.
And when
Objection
you
relevance.
presented information from an article from Lowry,
Objection.
LOWRY,
Rumor.
on serum concentrations in 3 children with unintentional tetrahydrozoline overdose. You remember that article?
Yes,
You're not comparing children with adults, are you?
I'm comparing blood levels that caused, I'm giving examples of the blood levels and urine levels that are available. And some were in children and some were adults.
Well, in this article that you provided information about yesterday, again, this involves 3 cases, 3 children.
Yes,
None died.
right.
You know, they didn't die from tetrahydrozoline.
No,
In this case,
6 bottles.
these 3 cases, though, they did check
6.
their THC concentrations
In one dose.
7 and
6.
12 hours after ingestion.
THC is not
Or
right.
they say THC.
They do, okay. But they mean tetrahydrozoline.
Is that what they mean?
Well, it's about tetrahydrozoline, not tetrahydrocannabinol.
Right.
Okay,
Isn't that THC?
Yeah.
Tetrahydro,
isn't that what you said?
no, THC.
Z, I'm sorry.
They tested their THC levels at 7 and 12 hours after ingestion.
Okay,
Is that right?
I don't remember all these details.
Well, yesterday you were talking about levels that were tested.
Yes, but I had a chart in front of me. That's why I made the chart, because I can't remember all those details.
Well, that's fair. Then we're going to just bring up
Oh,
Exhibit 211 again.
isn't that right? Isn't that right? Oh,
And that would be page 2, I think, on the first chart.
This is which article?
This is, would be talking about 9, 10, and 11 on her chart, the Lowry 2011 article, LWRY. You see it in front of you?
No.
Oh, could we share it with the
I
screen?
think we might go to end of day with this.
The issue is, depending on the font size, Exhibit 211 that I have is a 3-page exhibit, and they're the same content-wise. It's just the font and the number of
The issue is Kukla.
rows are
All
different.
right, I found it. It's on this different size exhibit. It's on the 211 that's in the record. It's on page 1. Do you have that in front of you?
Yes,
It's the Lowry 2011. Is that visible for you?
yes, except there's a sticker over the last column.
This is not the version of the record.
Busty, we're just outside. We're not going outside again. It's too
I
cold
just
with the
want to talk
dog.
about the Lowry article. You're looking at one form or another of Exhibit 211.
Yeah.
Is a Lowry article referenced in here so that I could ask you a few questions?
Yes, I only am saying that the exhibit sticker is over the last case, so I don't know if that's also the Lowry case.
Would you like a paper copy of 211?
Sure.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Imagine if we were watching this on normal speed.
You bet.
Oh, thoughts and prayers. Thank God for 1.5x.
Okay.
Is that
Look
easier?
at the,
It is.
look at the court reporter.
So again, talking about this Lowry article, there were 3 children,
Yes,
3 case studies involving children. Am I right?
yes,
And none of them died
correct.
because in fact, in all these
Is
things,
that
you presented
right?
none of these kids died in any
True.
of these articles.
That's true.
And they did in fact, case 1, test the THZ levels at 7 and 12 hours after ingestion, right?
Yes,
And in case 2, they tested it 2 hours
Correct.
post-ingestion, right?
yes,
And in case 3, 3 hours post-ingestion.
yes,
Correct.
Case 3, no urine concentrations were obtained, just
Oh,
blood.
Kukla.
Plasma. When they say plasma, that means blood, is that right?
a portion of the body.
Oh.
Now, you don't know,
We've got this.
you, strike that. Is it your position?
Strike all of
that adults and children suffer the same, a drug is as fatal in the same doses with a child and an adult?
May not be, depends on the individual.
And if you're to say that a 2-year-old child, for example, just as an example, who would be given a smaller amount of a dangerous drug could die from it, whereas somebody who was older and bigger, it might cause some symptoms, but they might not die.
That would be true.
And so when you're looking at these children, there's not research out there that compares children's THC and somehow can relate that to an adult, is there? I haven't seen it.
No,
So you just thought this was interesting.
it's the information that's available. Nobody's doing studies dosing people with tetrahydrozoline and measuring their blood.
Strike
All we
all
have
this
are
shit.
reports.
What about the 7th article that you have mentioned on your
Thanks
list?
for being here, everyone.
It's an article by
It's a tough watch, man.
Abri,
Yes.
A-L-A-B-R-I for the record.
Yes,
I've got a copy of that article from the Journal of Medical Toxicology. This was an
Good for
18-month-old
you.
child brought to the
Bravo.
emergency department, right?
yes,
Right. Right. Isn't that right?
And this particular child had ingested milk, I think you said yesterday, that had some tetrahydrozoline in it, THC.
yes,
It had been meant for another family member. Is that what I remember you saying?
yes.
What are we doing here, Kukla?
And they tested the child's
Whoa.
urine and their serum, and
Man.
the serum had
You can't be
21.56
doing that.
mg per ml.
That's
Is that right?
crazy. It's crazy.
And we don't know when the child specifically ingested it. Is that right?
That's right.
And we don't know even to this day what the half-life is of THC.
There are estimates, but no studies.
And so without knowing what the half-life is of a drug and when a person took a drug, it's kind of hard to say when you see a certain level, how much they took or when they took it.
And you would, yes, that's true. Dose would be important as well.
Is there any bioaccumulation of THC?
I can't answer that question because it also requires a bioaccumulation over what period of time, but I don't know.
What does it mean for the jury, bioaccumulation? Can you explain that term?
Do you store it? I mean, if you use a drug, is it like put away and become released at a later date? And that could be true in a very short term or true in a long term.
But we don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I noticed that one of the articles you referred to was written by Henry Spiller, and he's written about tetrahydrozoline. Is that right?
Yes,
And you read some of his literature back in 2018 when you formed an opinion in this case.
yes,
You considered the things that he wrote about it.
yes.
You consider him an expert in the field,
And the expert of what field?
in the field of toxicology.
I don't think so.
Do you know him? Do you know his qualifications?
I read his CV. I don't know him personally.
All of these patients in these articles that you provided information about were discharged to home.
From the medical articles, that's true.
I'm talking about the medical articles.
That's true.
Do you think that rapid weight fluctuations can cause a release of bioaccumulated substances?
I don't know. It might depend on the substance.
Have you ever thought about it?
No,
How many milliliters of tetrahydrozoline did we figure out was in a bottle? 15?
yes,
Okay. And then the article that you talked about involving Lev, L-E-V, written by Dr. Lev, familiar with that one? It's on your list,
yes,
1994.
yes,
That person was an adult, a 41-year-old man who had attempted suicide by drinking 30 milliliters of
Have the
tetrahydrozoline. Is
best
that right?
Yes.
time. Go have the best time, Rach.
Because
Thanks
his
for
friends
being
told
here. Oh God, dirty
him he was
balls.
commit suicide with it. Is that what it says in the article?
I don't recall that part.
I'll show you. I'd like to show where the
Go
article.
ahead.
Rusty, you don't need to go outside again. You just don't.
His friends told him that Visine ingestion was a quick method for suicide. That's right.
Do it.
Yes,
He didn't die.
Like that.
He didn't die.
right.
He was awake and asymptomatic by hospital day 2. Is that true?
Yes,
Whoa, objection, relevance. Objection, land that plane. Objection,
But apparently
land
somebody
that
did try to
plane.
kill themselves by drinking tetrahydrozoline themselves.
yes.
I hate that man. I truly hate him.
And he provided information on also a 76-year-old man who drank Visine eye drops voluntarily because he was suicidal also. Is that right?
Yes.
And isn't it true in the article you provided by Mary Carr, C-A-R-R? Do you remember that article?
Yes.
In that article, isn't it true that they indicate that when used as directed by the manufacturer for therapeutic ocular administration, we found tetrahydrozoline concentrations to be detectable in both serum and urine up to 12 hours after the last dose.
Isn't that right? Ah! Land that plane. Ah! I don't even know where I'm supposed to land. Which airport? Destination unknown. Oh.
Her medication list for all her healthcare providers, lubricating eye drops were listed as something that she used.
Oh.
You don't know what eye drops personally, you don't personally have any personal knowledge of what eye drops Lynn Hernan used.
No.
The one with tetrahydrozoline in it?
We only have
Cough.
blood results. Why was a sample not taken of the vitreous?
A sample was taken of the vitreous.
Is that in the NMS report?
No. You asked about if a sample was taken, not if a sample was tested. I didn't test the vitreous.
I see. You took it, but you didn't send it for testing.
Correct.
You could have sent it for testing.
I could have.
You took the sample, that's why you took a sample, so that you could test it.
Yes.
Night, Christy. Thank you for being here.
Upstate's exhibit.
Sleep well.
No. I'm gonna bring up your autopsy protocol. Just gonna find it in the exhibits. We also had it listed. Exhibit 34. I'm gonna talk to you about that. Do you see it in front of you?
Yes.
Can I show it? Can I publish it?
Go ahead.
Wait for it to show up on the juror screen.
She's the Wheeze Buster. Coming.
All right. The first thing that struck me on this protocol at the top is that you amended it on February 2nd, 2023.
Yes.
You added 2 sections on page 5.
Yes.
Is that right? And this is, well, that's this year.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. I love this.
And I looked at page
Promote
5.
this
Can you show
shit.
Page 5 of this report. And you added 2 sections. Oh, page 6 of the actual exhibit. There we go. Amended section added for the, what is it, genitourinary? How do you say that?
Genitourinary?
And what do you say, the lympho-reticular?
Yes.
So in your original autopsy that was done, you didn't put anything in your autopsy report about her spleen or her lymph nodes or kidneys, bladder. You didn't even talk about it.
I missed those sections in my gross exam. I did talk about the kidneys under microscopic
How do you forget to list 2 whole sections in a report?
because I signed it prematurely. I didn't proofread it well.
As to the fingernails that Lynn had, those were extensions that she was wearing on her fingernails, isn't it?
I don't remember. Is it in my report?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you said that you talked
Objection
about fingernails
relevant?
yesterday, but they were actually extensions on her nails. That's what you
Objection
put in the
relevant.
report. Is that right?
Ma'am, you've wasted a whole
Yes,
day in
it's the
court.
report. That's what they were. I don't independently recall.
Boomer.
And you note in your findings on what will be page 2, multiple medication use. Is that
Yes.
right? And you list all the alprazolam and the dihydrocodone and the hydrocodone and the cyclobenzaprine and the baclofen and the neroli, pill stomach and colon. I don't see anything in here on the, what were the pills that you said you determined were in her abdomen? The ones that were undissolved in
her stomach?
I'm sorry, in her
They
stomach.
look like nifedipine.
And you don't mention nifedipine in here?
No.
Okay. And you saved, I'm sorry, when you never tested the pills that were in her stomach or in her colon.
Right.
So you don't know what they are or how they might have, how it might play into this.
I don't understand the last part of your question, how it might play
Well,
into
you don't
this.
know what the
We
results
don't understand
Results
any of it.
Right,
because you didn't test them.
correct.
And you felt that the death scene was significant because of the sprinkled drugs, but we've shown you today that those very well could have fallen off of that plate or off of the spoon that you saw on the floor at the scene, or even when the body is manipulated.
Object to compound question.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
We showed you, didn't we? Well, yesterday, I believe I heard you say that you found the death scene to be significant.
Yes,
All right. And that's because you thought there was pills sprinkled on her.
that was one feature.
But you'd agree with me that today we showed you and talked to you about if somebody crushed their medication and they picked it up with their hands or with a spoon off of that plate that we've shown you, that's invariably, some of that's going to spill.
Hypothetically, if somebody crushed pills and put it in a spoon, it could spill.
Well, even that plate, you saw that orange plate, didn't you? Full
Yes.
of crushed medication.
Yes.
And so either person, if you're going to take it, is either going to be
Isn't that right?
probably with your fingers or with a spoon, or maybe you could put your head down on it, I guess, right? Those would be the ways you could ingest it.
That's true.
And if you were going to pick up that loose powder with your fingers and put it in your mouth, some of that powder is going to spill.
It could.
Probably would, right?
I can only say it could.
Correct. 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 Sidebar. Okay, Kukla, let's
But you
go.
concluded that despite all of Lynn's history of drug use being taken off of various medications, being released from a patient, being released as a patient from one doctor, asking for refill after refill, saving her prescriptions even when she's told to discontinue them. And with all of these prescriptions in her blood and in everything else that you had tested here, you don't believe that those combination of drugs would have killed her? Poly drug overdose?
The tetrahydrozoline level and the effects of tetrahydrozoline really is more significant than the drug levels that I found in her blood.
Even despite
CEG, my medical examiner's
appeared in your
report.
office of showing all the people who have died from suicide using a combination of benzos and opioids.
Well, we don't have information on those levels in that chart at all.
Yeah, but you know that they died from it because you put it in the chart. You thought it was significant.
Well, that's true.
Okay.
Those individuals did die from that.
And Lynn also had benzos and opioids in her.
Yes.
And she died.
Oh gosh.
All right, thank you.
Oh gosh. Fuck it.
Attorney Nikolai, go ahead. Redirect.
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, we made it! No further questions. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Let's go, Abby Nikolai, Esquire. Back to not 1.5. Let's go back to normal speed, or 1.25. How exciting. I'm so excited.
My jurors want to stand real quick. I know we've been at it, but I'd like to try to get this witness done. You too.
Amen. What's Jessy laughing about? She's like, girl, you fucked that shit up. She's like, ma'am, what am I paying you for? I don't think she's paying her for anything. Got no money. None of her own. Oh, this is
All right, thank you. Please have a seat.
heavy, laborious going. Oh, Timmy, don't even. Touch wood. Touch wood. Oh, everybody, we made it.
Dr. Biedrzycki, you've been on the stand all day today, answering
Yes!
questions from the defense, right?
Yes.
And you've
Yes!
been shown a lot of real specific pieces of the different components that you reviewed in this case, right?
I love
Yes.
her glasses.
The first thing I'd like to ask you, is anything that you were shown today causing you
Relevant.
to second guess the opinions that you made in this case?
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I
Isn't that right?
don't want to go on very long, but I do just want to clear a few things up with you. I'd like to start with some of the questions that you were asked about the scene. And you indicated that you looked at a lot of the photographs from the scene, including Defense Exhibit 543, page 2. And I'd like to display that and publish it to the jury, please. And it seems like long ago now that you were shown this photo, but I'd like to please display it for
It really does.
And you were asked some questions about the table to the decedent's left. Do you remember those?
Yes.
And if we move to page 8 of the same exhibit, you were asked quite a few questions about this photograph as well, weren't you?
Yes.
And about a bottle that's sitting on that table, weren't you?
Yes.
And ultimately you were shown what's been marked as Defense Exhibit 584, weren't you?
Oh, yes.
And there's a sticker on the bottom
Yes.
Last century.
of the jury. Was this collected from that table?
No.
Okay.
Nat, hi.
So this was
good
just shown to
see
you by the defense appearing similar, perhaps.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. And I would like you to pick up exhibit 584 and turn it around and look at the active ingredients and tell me whether there's tetrahydrozoline in that.
The active ingredient is listed as 0.25% sodium carboxymethylcellulose, and it has some inactive ingredients, and there's no tetrahydrozoline.
Okay.
That's Clear Eyes, right?
So
Not
way
Vising.
back
We
yesterday
did
when
that
I asked you if there was
research.
tetrahydrozoline on the
We did that research, didn't we, Ms. What the Fuck?
We did.
We did. We already knew. Even today, this morning, when I was putting my Clear Eyes eye drops into my eyes, I'm like, these are running out. Maybe I should buy Visine next time because it's longer lasting, but because it's just clearing the bleary out of my eyes, and not because my eyes are particularly red or dry. They're just a little bit murky in the mornings because I'm an old lady who's tired. I'll probably still go with Clear Eyes, but my brain went, there's no tetrahydrozoline in these ones. Safe.
You still can't drink them, Lisa.
I have no desire because the end. Period. Full stop.
scene and you said no. Do you believe that's correct?
Yes.
Even if we assume that that is the same bottle from this photograph, would you still agree there's no tetrahydrozoline on the scene?
Yes, I agree with that.
Thank you. We can put that exhibit down. The series of questions that you were asked
Abby ain't
all
playing.
day today really revolved around this idea of suicide. Would you agree with me?
It seemed to be trending that way.
Okay.
Trending.
Have you signed death certificates before ruling it a suicide?
Yes.
Okay. Did you do that in this case?
No.
Why not?
I didn't see evidence to support that conclusion.
But you've certainly used suicide as a manner before.
Yes.
And in all of the reviews of death scenes that you've seen, did those scenes include suicides?
Yes.
Okay. If we go back to exhibit 543, page 8, you were asked a lot of questions about how gravity might affect movement of fragments, is how I'm going to characterize it, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you'd agree with me that gravity exists and can cause things to move.
Yes.
All right. So looking at exhibit 2, I'm sorry, page 2 of this exhibit, I'm sorry. And specifically, as you looked closer at the way this powder was resting on the decedent, was that consistent with all of your experience at death scenes that ultimately were suicides?
No.
Did this stand out to you?
Yes.
Why?
With ingestions, there is usually the substance or product there. I mean, not 100% of the time, but we saw a lot of her pills, but no tetrahydrozoline. 2, the powders or whatever people ingest can sometimes discolor their lips or come bubbling out of their mouth because they're either it's regurgitated or they became unconscious while consuming it. But this is like powder that's not been in contact with her mouth. I mean, it's not vomited up and it's not spit out. It's just laying on her chest.
Did the aspect of the powder at the scene influence your decision-making in terms of manner of death?
Well, I also want to say there's a bunch of stuff on the floor too. So it's sprinkled around. It's a lot of loose powder. It did play not the only role.
Sure.
Yes.
And again, you found that to be atypical.
Yes.
Is that why you collected some of the powder and had it tested in this case?
Yes, I actually, it's not something as common that I do.
Okay. Do you remember ever doing that before?
Not collecting powder distributed in this way. I certainly have collected evidence from bodies, but nothing that really is similar to this.
You were asked a lot of questions about how, I think, suggesting and attempting to get you to agree that this occurred from it falling out of a spoon. Do you remember those questions?
Yes.
Is that what you think happened?
No.
What do you think happened?
I think that they may have been deposited there.
By the decedent?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Speculation.
Overruled. She answered it, and her answer may stand.
So, and one of the reasons, and you can take that down, thank you. One of the reasons that this jury certainly knows that you have used suicide as a manner of death before is some of those charts that the defense went through that actually has data from your office in it, right?
Right.
And are those things that your office created? Why did you make those charts about suicide?
2 pages are from our annual report that you saw the general statistics, and it had annual report on it. The other chart that I did all the marks on about the opioids, I was asked to create by defense.
Could you say that again?
I was asked to create or provide information about all the multiple drug ingestions that our office classified by suicide by the defense.
And then you
by the
compiled that
defense.
information?
Yes.
Did that take you a significant period of time to do that?
Well, I personally didn't do it. I asked someone in my office to do that.
I think that that's a good segue into this discussion or suggestion that I made these exhibits with you that the jury has seen yesterday. Do you remember those questions?
Yes.
Did I ask you and tell you what to put in any exhibit that the jury's seen today?
No.
Okay.
Hmm.
You were asked a lot of questions about where your office is in relation to this courtroom, right?
Yes.
And I think the term used was that you work hand in hand with law enforcement. Do you remember that?
Yes.
In reality, in this case, would you consider that you are accommodating to various requests made by Attorney Galaviz and Attorney Kukler?
Yes,
For example, if they wanted to meet with you to talk about the case, did you do that
I did.
on multiple occasions?
I did.
You referenced during cross-examination that Ms. Kukler has seen all of these before.
Yes.
Could you explain that to the jury?
Sorry, just for the record, because I could not see.
Sorry, these are exhibits 587 and 588, the physical medication.
Thank you.
Yes, I was asked for a meeting so that defense counsel could examine what we collected and in fact, open and count all the medication personally.
Did that meeting happen?
Yes,
Was Attorney Kukler there?
yes,
Did you go through each medication one by one?
yes,
In fact, on that same day, did you have the chart that Ms. Kukas put together regarding things found on the scene?
yes. We looked at the chart and looked at what was in the bags.
Did it match?
Yes,
Okay. When the defense asked your office for documents, did you gather those and send those over?
I don't recall which documents. I mean, if they asked for documents they could have, I sent them over.
Okay. So, and I'd like to reference just to the witness, please, exhibit.
Oh my God, I'm gurgling from my water. Sorry about that. Isn't that right? Good God, Simi, they're formulating the recross.
If I could please have the witness
Oh.
look at defense exhibit 563, that's that suicide data that Attorney Kukler asked you questions about. Do you remember that?
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness,
Can you
you
let
had
me
a
know when
cute
that's on the
shorty
screen in front of
baby
you?
was what the fuck. Yay. Congratulations. Thank you for all
Okay.
your ongoing
Do you
support.
remember being
and
asked
everything you
questions
do.
about-
I love you. I love you. Thank you for
About-
everything. Everything.
Age ranges
Yes,
on this exhibit
yes,
and whether Ms. Hernan fit in to the age ranges that are listed on this exhibit.
yes,
Is there also a differentiation in this exhibit by gender?
yes.
In the year 2020, what was the male versus female suicide rate in Waukesha County?
Well, there were 43 men and 8 women who committed suicide.
Is that type of ratio pretty consistent back through the years according to Exhibit 563?
It's usually, the history shows more men, more than twice. I mean, maybe 3 or 4 times more men than women committing suicide in Waukesha County.
Okay.
2 or 3 times more men than women committing suicide in Waukesha County. That's a frightening statistic, isn't it?
In terms of the pills you were asked about in a very graphic exhibit shown by the defense this morning about pills that you located in the stomach and in the colon. Do you remember those questions?
Yes,
Did you indicated that you didn't have those tested, right?
right.
Would having the results of those tests have any bearing on your cause of death determination?
No,
Can you please explain that to the jury?
if the pills are in the stomach, they're not in the blood. My cause of death is based on what was circulating in her blood at the time.
And if we could please put State
Science,
Exhibit 35
bitch.
up, I think it's important for the jury to understand the difference because you had 3 different types of samples tested for toxicology in Ms. Hernan's case, right?
Yes.
And what, for example, would be the difference between an iliac blood sample and a gastric fluid sample?
Well, iliac blood sample, the blood circulating. So if a medication is going to have effect on any organ in your body, whether it's the heart or the brain, it's the blood that takes it there. If it's in the stomach is a sequestered space. It's not yet absorbed into your system. So it's, you might consider it what is yet to be absorbed.
Okay. You were asked multiple times whether you threw those pills away. Do you remember that?
Yes,
Could you tell the jury about your retention policy, please?
yes. Any biologic specimens that are refrigerated are discarded after 1 year. Part of that is a space issue and part of that is a decomposition issue. Biologic specimens, even under refrigeration, decompose bacterial contamination. We also save some biologic specimens
Stop
frozen,
that.
serum and liver
Right.
typically, and those are saved for 5
Stop
years.
that, you.
Formalin fixed tissues are saved for 5 years.
Thanks, Miss What the Fuck. You're the besticles. Just like testicles, only better. I'd
You
play
were
the
also
thing,
asked
but I
some
can't
questions about
scroll
an
in the
email
background.
that you provide
And I see Dave T from
to the
Boston.
defense.
So that's pretty cool. Dave T from Boston is one of our sometimes chatters when we do Camp Shorties, Karen Reed stuff. So
After they asked you for records from your office. Do you remember that?
Yes,
And you were asked questions about that, but you actually weren't ever able to look at it. Is that true?
true.
Okay, so for the witness, I'd like to show Defense Exhibit 529. And during cross-examination, you testified that you did believe that there was one email that was turned over, and that was what was in your case file for this case. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay. Is this exhibit before you, 529, a copy of that email?
yes.
Who is it from?
Aaron Hoppy.
Is that Detective Hoppy seated right here?
Yes.
Okay. What's the date?
September 19th, 2019.
September 19th of 2019. Do you remember being asked questions by Attorney Kugler if that email prompted you to send things for testing to NMS Labs?
Yes,
If I told you that all the testing of the fragments were done by May of 2019, does that sound correct?
yes,
If I told you the final toxicology results from NMS were sent to you in August of 2019, does that sound correct?
yes,
So when it was suggested that an email from Detective Hoppy prompted you to do all kinds of testing, that's not true, is it?
it's not true.
Okay. In fact, that email seems to suggest that at a point in time you wanted to see police reports in this case, right?
Yes.
Why do you want to look at police reports before you finalize your determinations in a case?
So,
just
and this is practice for all cases. When a case is pending, which means that the cause of death is not established proximate to the autopsy because it requires additional testing or investigation, we always call the police agency involved to say, this is what my thinking is. Did you find anything out in the course of the investigation that I should know
Yes.
about before I finalize the case? In other words,
Yes.
was there a Ring doorbell that they found that showed somebody near a residence? Did they have an interview with another person that I didn't know about at the time that I knew about the case? Those kinds of, a cell phone might be downloaded and give more information. That could be for time of death. So there's a lot of things that police do later that they don't routinely report to me. I mean, I have to ask and say, did you get more information? I might want to know. That's the point of it.
Does it appear that that is the topic of the email sent by Detective Hoppy to you?
Well, it's his interpretation of what he thought I would know. But the call was, is your investigation done? What do you think might have a bearing? I mean, I ask in general. I don't say, tell me about X. I say, what did you show that I might find important that might affect how I'm looking at the case? Additional evidence.
Did Detective Hoppy give you some bullet points about what those circumstances were that he was aware of?
Yes.
Did one of those include the defendant admitting to him that she gave Ms. Hernan tetrahydrozoline?
Yes.
Okay. I want to ask you about
bury the lead there.
toxicology. You were asked a lot of questions about different components, substances within the toxicology. So if we could please bring up Exhibit 35, I'd like to have this published to the jury. And before we dive into this a little bit, not too much, I promise, you were asked questions about when medications were discontinued by doctors for Ms. Hernan. Do you remember those questions?
Yes.
What would you say was, for the majority of those occasions, the reason that medication was discontinued? What prompted it?
Speculation. Sustain us to the form of the question.
You reviewed all Ms. Hernan's medical records that you requested for this case, right?
Yes.
Did those records reflect medications being discontinued?
Yes.
Did the records include reasons why they were discontinued?
Yes.
What were they?
I recall that Lynn said that the baclofen
Gave her a rash in the belly.
Overruled.
Go ahead.
The medical records indicated that Lynn reported that baclofen gave her a rash, so that was discontinued. Lynn reported that cyclobenzaprine made her gain weight, so that was discontinued. Lynn reported that the Butrans patch didn't work and didn't stick, so that was discontinued. Desipramine gave her a headache, so that was discontinued. So I think I referred to this yesterday as a pattern of her trying things, and they weren't working out, so new things were prescribed.
Specifically, when the jury looks at page 1 of Exhibit 35, and if we could zoom in a bit, please. The first series of entries are from iliac blood, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Is a concentration, like let's use, for example, tetrahydrozoline. It says 160,
Yes.
right? Mg per ml.
Yes.
And that's in the iliac blood?
Yes.
If you tested for a tetrahydrozoline concentration in urine, would it be 160, the same as what the iliac report was?
Objective speculation. You testified she doesn't know what those levels.
Overruled. She may answer.
Maybe that was a bad question.
I doubt it.
Is it fair to
It's all
equate
relevant.
a
It's all
result of
relative.
any substance from iliac blood and urine as being equivalent ratios?
No, you can't do that.
Okay, so when Ms. Kugler asked you about a report that you included in your literature that had thousands of nanograms per mil of tetrahydrozoline, you said, well, that's in urine. Do you remember that?
Yes.
So can you really compare a number like that to a number from iliac blood?
No, you can't compare urine and blood. Blood is circulating and it's at the moment. Urine is a reservoir. You're continually excreting. So, you really, it's not one-to-one by any means.
Laura, I'm just looking into what happens at the
Now,
start
if we
of
could please go
day
to
4.
page 4 of Exhibit 35. You were asked questions about alprazolam. You remember that?
Yes.
And in this case, the iliac blood for Ms. Hernan for alprazolam was 67. And you were asked a lot of questions about the information that NMS included in their report about alprazolam. Do you remember those questions?
Yes.
Did you ask NMS Labs to include that piece for you in this literature?
No, it's standard on their reports for everybody.
Okay. Specifically, you were asked to read about toxic levels. Do you remember those questions?
Yes.
And you were asked about toxic levels as it relates to a few different substances that were in the tox in this case, right?
Yes.
Does toxic mean fatal?
No.
Could you please explain that to the jury?
Toxic means that at levels that are labeled toxic, adverse effects would be more likely. Fatal levels are the cases that we know about in which fatalities have occurred.
What the fuck?
And in some cases, it's.
I've just looked, and the next witness tomorrow is the toxicologist, and day 4, she is on the stand for half the day.
Oh, Jesus.
And then, and then the witness after her, after not even a break, I think it's even before lunch, anyway, is Lynn's friend, Karine Pozza. So what about if we get to the end of this? What about if we get through? What about if we even don't even watch any more of this? Because holy order.
Yeah.
If we watch the direct from day 4 in the morning of the toxicologist, we can decide, and then tomorrow we can decide how fast we scoot through the cross of the toxicologist, so that we can then get through to Lynn's friend Karine Pozza, and then the witness after that is, I think, Lynn's ex-boyfriend. So tomorrow will be a bit more spicy if we can get nice avatar. If we can just get through.
Sorry, I have that.
Yeah. So I don't trust the smoothness of my YouTube still. I've had a look at it. It's still a bit stilted on my end. So we'll make the executive decision. Emmy is tired. We're tired for her. Free them, Emmy, and let's go to the toxicologist on day 4 if that's all right, Ms. What the fuck.
I am there. Let me go full screen. And then what speed do you want to try?
Let's try 1.25 because I feel like it's going to be a little heavy going, but we'll see. We can always increase.
What color was Donna's hair?
Wait, what? Why? Kukla or Adelson?
Donna Kukler, like 5 seconds ago. Hang on. Okay, maybe it's just totally like her hairstyle is different and it just threw me way off. Sorry, everything's a little on
dark like her heart and her soul. Oh, wait, what's going on there? She must have it in a different hairstyle. Good God.
It's very confronting just to see it like all of a sudden. I'm like, whoa.
Girl needs to wear her hair out.
Something, or just, I don't know. Something. Okay.
Pablo Galaviz appeared with Ms. Kurczewski. Good morning.
There was no defense subpoena. I will, I guess, affirm the release of her.
Well, Abby's hair's in a bun. Yes. I love
that.
it. Love it. That's better on her.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
All right, you have your next witness available then?
And she's got different glasses on today. Clear frames. Today she's back to the tortoiseshell. Love. 10-10. Abby Nikolai Esquire. Love ya. And she's got trousers. I think she's actually got pants on today, like trousers, slacks, duds.
No, it's a skirt.
It a skirt?
I can't move myself.
Whew. Whew. Ah, yes. They do love the what in their defense, it was October, November, so coming into winter. So they're kind of wintry colors, aren't they? They do love their tertiary colors here in Wisconsin. Oh, judges got oh my God. She looks like a Greek widow going to a funeral.
We're gonna have this is October.
Shoot. 7187.
Kukla, no, girl, no, Kukla.
Yikes.
I want to give her some fake tan too. She looks a little ghostly. What's she doing? I mean, how she looks doesn't matter because, let's be frank, what she says is equally concerning.
Standing, raise your right.
Yes.
Thank you. Please have a seat. First thing I will ask you to do is to state your first and last names for the record.
Kacinko, Kacinko.
Thank you. Go ahead, your witness.
Thank you, Judge.
Kacinko.
NMS Labs in Horsham, Pennsylvania.
And what do you do there?
I am a toxicologist.
I'd like to show you Exhibit 47, just for the witness, please, and have Mr. Vulcanier flip through the pages.
I love
I
her
don't know if you recognize that
strawberry
exhibit.
blonde hair. So pretty. Her hair color's so pretty.
Sorry, one moment.
Huh. I'm not sure, lady. That sucks.
If you could just let us know when your screen has image on it.
It's not on the preview monitor either. Go off, back on. And then I'll just source should state your laptop. I'll just look it on mine. Nothing yet.
I don't know what to say, guys. It could be that from the start I've had a very stilted, glitchy shit going on.
While we're loading that up,
Okay.
what type of educational background do you have to be a toxicologist with NMS labs?
I have a bachelor's of science degree in chemistry and a doctorate or PhD in toxicology.
In terms of your time with NMS labs, how long have you been there?
15 years.
During that entire time, were you working as a toxicologist for that lab?
Yes.
Could you tell the jury a little bit about NMS labs and who you do work for at that lab?
NMS Labs is so on the toxicology side, NMS Labs does work for hospitals and clinicians doing clinical toxicology testing, and also does work for medical examiners' offices, law enforcement departments, defense attorneys, and other types of investigators or doctors doing more forensic toxicology, including both performance toxicology, so that's like driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, and also post-mortem toxicology or toxicology on individuals who have died.
And that's what you mean by post-mortem?
Yes.
Okay. In terms of the area within the lab, does the lab also do testing of
laboratory? And that department is testing the pills.
Ooh, Lisa, I just looked at it on YouTube. It's like rough.
Maybe we should call it. Wonder what it is.
Wait.
I'm gonna do a refresh on my screen.
Okay. I'm gonna refresh mine too.
Yeah, wow. Simi says hers is fine now.
Yeah.
Oh, right. No, it's not fine now. It's fine now that I can stop. Yeah, that's really weird. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we won't do it anymore. That's terrible. We'll hopefully. That's the first time that's ever happened, though, right?
Yeah, I've never had that. That's so bizarre.
Yeah, on my screen, on my internet screen, it's like, wow. On YouTube, it's bad. What about the other one? I mean, there was a sign of things to come with when I was saying I was lagging right from the beginning. See, now I'm lagging hard here as well, even on my StreamYard screen.
Yeah, I'm watching the ticker go by. It's like
yeah, it's
glitching.
terrible. Yeah, wow. Okay, no, we're calling it. I don't know what that is. I don't know whether it's everybody on their internets today using all of the bandwidth. Lane, did you mean it doesn't? Yeah, it doesn't happen ever with you. Yep. No. Okay, so I think it's to do with everybody at home watching the football today in Melbourne, in my area. It's a little bit windy, but no, it's not bad weather at all. It will be the sheer volume of people using internet today because of the equivalent of our Super Bowl today in Melbourne. So, all right. Well, we will see you all tomorrow night. I'm so sorry about that. What a gross viewing experience you all have been having. I'm so sorry. I will, grand final weekend. I will see you all tomorrow night, hopefully. Love you all very much. Hopefully, chat base sounds okay. Be kind to each other. Thanks, Ms. What the Fuck. Thanks, Mods. Thanks for the gifted memberships. Mwah! Mwah! Oh, I just pressed the wrong thing. Fuck. Standard.
I love you all so very much. Just chatting and stuff. Things may have gone bit off the professional when all reading through all the tough in that defense motions, prosecution, and narcissistic twats.